babyface?
Yeah, I'm not the bearded babyface. I'm still just the babyface on the heel show. You know.
No. He's a
delusional. I mean, it's like the delusional babyface, but it's like it's up for them to realize that. But I'm the baby.
He definitely got the delusional part right.
The shady face. You know what I'm saying?
Ziggy's the Bo Dallas of the group.
Clothing.
Exactly. Tone. Exactly.
Ziggy's the Bo Dallas. He think everything he do is good.
I'm like, wait, what?
And it's not.
Because, bro, you trying to make us Bo leave. You trying to make us Bo leave you fucking baby face and shit. You say some sneaky shit on the side.
Exactly. He be saying slick stuff on the low. Oh, El Jefe.
You got El Jefe in the building.
Guala. What's good?
Yo, what's good,
bro?
bro?
Tell y'all he be saying sneaky ass
wow.
Who T.O.?
Hello.
Who T.O.?
Anyway, hi everybody. What's going on, pre-show?
He ain't talking about me. He must be talking about T.O.
So, yes. What's going on, Alex? Hey, you feeling okay? On, you didn't kill anybody, did you? No one
Not
came up
missing,
right? Okay, good.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Allegedly.
Good.
I mean, allegedly.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, you know.
They ain't gonna know they going missing until they go missing.
Oh yeah, that's right. and that reference.
Don't worry.
The Tubi videos too. The Tubi shows.
Don't worry, ain't nobody gonna miss him.
But you know,
ain't nobody gonna miss him.
But you know what? If we are being 110% honest, it is America. They don't look for us anyway. So
that's true. And then the last person that got some attention.
Unless you're gonna make up your own kidnapping and go to Target and
exactly.
Oh wow.
Yo, she messed the game up on that one, man. Now they're really not gonna be looking for us when we go missing. Thanks to her.
No, that's not true.
Unfortunately.
I think honestly, the fact that everybody rallied up that fast, I mean, it's showing awareness, and that's something that we never had in a very long time. So it showed awareness because everybody was proactive. They were proactive.
Yo, All-Star, don't you start your shit, All-Star. Okay, Mr. Holy Hill. See, hold on, All-Star got something to say to you. Since you became a member of the Hills for Life podcast,
hey,
the majority of this show has been a bad influence on you. Because I remember watching Wolfpack podcast before you was officially on Hills for Life, and you were this lovable, bearded baby face and stuff like that.
That's Chris. Then, that's what I be trying to tell y'all.
I'm telling you. And then after he got on this show, bro, the heel persona that he has on here, it's like times 10 on Wolfpack. I'm like, damn.
That's
let me tell you something.
Faces are a bunch of pussies.
That man over there. That man right there.
Let me tell you something. We are getting the best of R-Star right now. All right?
We are. He's top tier.
The best of R-Star. R-Star is laying it all out. He's fucking doing one Jack Perry fan. He's gonna let y'all know about it, goddammit.
What I wanted.
Heel 101. Heel 101 is you can say whatever you want to say. That's it.
Right. Let it fly. I'm talking about he done changed the look and everything because y'all done turned him heel. He be having the shades on. He be sitting there like when he smile big, you know he finna go in on some shit. He finna
you know when he turn heel, when the first thing that comes out of his mouth is, yo, no disrespect intended. And then he says
disrespect intended.
Shouts out to All-Star, man. Shouts out to All-Star.
Yo, that's some mafia shit right there. Curse your ass out. Like, with all due respect. With all due respect.
And then wham, he just
destroy him. Just destroy you.
He'd be like, respectfully.
Respectfully.
Right.
Fucking bully
and respectfully.
But
so we're gonna be airing in about 2 minutes, y'all. So get your giggles and gollies and sanitations out.
Oh yeah! Shout out to Dominic Mysterio, our NXT North American champion.
No,
hold on. Okay, you want to go there? I'm going to make your ass. You know what?
And ironically, just had a defense in Mexico.
Wait, so ask me this: how is Dominic Mysterio, a Monday Night Raw superstar, holding the NXT Championship title and defended it on Smackdown?
I mean,
bringing awareness
just to get more eyes on the.
We already said
the Raw Women's Champions travels with him too.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
And Star in the back.
But we already said the draft was full of shit, so they might as well follow the lead.
Told you that, yeah, definitely full of shit.
The way they made it look like bullshit is they had Dominic Mysterio main event all the shows this past week. My goodness,
hilarious.
Hey, you know what? The thing is, because right now Dom is a hot commodity. Right now, Dom is over. So why not? Why not?
He's a heat magnet.
He's a heat magnet. There's only one thing my guy got to work on eventually. I'm not saying he got to work on it now, but he got to work on it eventually. My man's got to get better in ring somehow. That's all I'm asking.
Trash. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's like, when he has the microphone in his hand, he's out there in front of the crowd. Yeah, the motherfucker, heat magnet, top notch.
The comic stick, he got it down packed too, bro.
Yeah.
Like
he got that.
He got that.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of low key laughed when he had this little interaction with Tony D'Angelo. Tony D'Angelo fed into the storyline. He's like, "Hey, what's his name?" In the yard said, "What's up?"
Yeah,
this dude was like, "Yeah, that's a swell guy." I was like, "Oh gosh, they selling the gimmick. They selling the gimmick."
All right, y'all
enjoy it.
I love the heckles. I love heckling all
Hey, lady. How you
doing?
Hey, let me know when you're ready to start the show, Chris. I got something to play before the show.
Let's go.
You ready now, bro?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's go.
All right, All-Star, you watching, bro? We about to do it.
Uh-oh.
Gang.
Let them feel that heel heat. Heels feel like the club, yeah, it's too sweet. Moves, we put heels to face. Check your watch for life, everybody's great. Oh, it's time. Shout out Chris the founder, an amazing brother. Number uno, wild card, but never changing colors. It's Mr. Team, bring it, let the guy flex. BB Boys to UETTs, but I digress. Ziggy the baby face on a heel show. Producer of the year, plus a vet with a steel toe. Ziggy the beast, he play stops with T.O. The heel they love to hate, more shots than Tito. DJ Red Flags. Nah, you shouldn't challenge him. And the enforcers, the black on Anderson, Mr. Attention Getter. He is the attention. Now it's getting stormy. We make great impressions. Seth Rollins ain't a problem. It'll sound trippy. Montez 2.0 from the Mound City. I know what you're thinking. What a great team. And it's been heels for life since 2018. Let them feel that heel heat. Heels for like the club. Yeah, it's too sweet. Big boots, we put heels to face. We are heels for life, everybody's great. We're at the Smackdown Hotel having a cookout. Rockin' with Reese, encyclopedia books out. We need that all sports talk. This is a Reese cap, cooking with the real Garland. What's the feedback? The only double J he respects is me. I was a tweener, played the middle like a referee. No more bearded baby face, I'm the holy heel. King Ace on the printer like I know that's real. He's 18-bit. With that Macho Man flavor, all my 16s bit sound like we're playing on the Sabre. We keep it raw in a Monday, and Alex brings that nitro to a Sunday. El Jefe, the heels don't give an F.A. Eddie had La Raza, me I got El Gente. We be the face without the foundation. It's the Heels for Life podcast. Stop hating. Let them feel that heel heat.
Yo,
wow.
Turn
the heat on my name. When y'all bring up producers in this podcast game, just put some respect on my name. Man, shout out to All-Star. We did this about 3 weeks ago. We started putting things together.
Wow.
This is our official theme. No more copyright strikes or anything like that. Y'all will be able to jam out to this on all media platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff, YouTube Music. So shout out to All-Star. That was the last thing I was able to get before he turned heel. So
salute.
And that's also why I was asking for y'all to do some clips. So we'll add to it over time. But yeah.
What's the name of the song again?
Well,
it's called Heel Heat. That's the name of the song. Heel Heat.
I like that.
All-Star.
Heel Heat.
I like that.
Heel Heat, y'all. Make sure y'all download that, save it, bookmark it.
Y'all
not worthy.
Man.
We are not worthy, All-Star. We are not worthy, my brother.
Hey, I told you All-Star, we got it, bro.
That is
Man.
I feel like I've been touched by greatness right now, man.
Hold on. First of all, no, you haven't been touched by greatness yet. Because you know what I'm saying? What's up, wrestling true believers? It's a great day to
Yes, Lord.
I'm your host, Mr. Team Bringy. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to this awesome fucking Sunday. How you doing for episode 221? What's going on? And your boy, shit, over here is Mr.
Enforcer.
Introduce yourself, sir.
Yes.
And on my left side over here,
The real Garland, 100% all day.
and wait a minute, hold on. First of all, damn, okay, all right, whatever. Okay, all right.
The Magnificent
Okay,
Seven. The Magnificent Seven are here.
Down here, the dude with the cowboy hat. What's your name, sir?
Howdy, y'all. I'm DJ Red Flag, the heel you love to hate.
And the one down below me. What's your name, sir? Someone that decided to come in, but I'm glad you're here. You know what's going on? How you doing?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
Okay, all right. Stormy in the house. Okay, and over here on my far right side, left corner, right pocket. What's going on?
My name is Alex El Jefe, the boss. You know what's up, man. Nothing but heels for life, forever.
Yeah.
And final and lead. Well, the man of the hour. I mean, with the
What's going on,
with
y'all?
the theme. I mean, dude, I'm just like speechless.
Always
like,
working on
damn.
something to improve the show. That's all, you know. But I am the
Yeah,
baby
right.
face on the heel show, Ziggy the Beast. What's good, y'all?
AKA Bo Dallas.
By the way, Jared, we love you too, Jared. All-star,
Yeah, we love you too,
bro.
man. Dude,
Sir.
Thank you.
man, I was over here doing a stanky face. I'm like, after every
Word.
punchline. Oh, my goodness.
You know what? I kind of had a feeling that they was up to something because they was being all secretive and shit. I'm just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what are they doing? But anyway, All-Star, I owe you a drink when I get to New York, you know what I'm saying, this week or whatever. So, but yeah, everybody, now we got all that good shit out the way. Now, what we need you to do is please share, like, comment on this podcast. We need your help. Share it. We need your help. We need to get in the algorithms. We need that. We need y'all help. But tonight, everybody, we're going to get into a lot of shit. So we got a full house tonight, which I really wasn't expecting. We went from 4 to 7. But, you know, everybody wants to talk today. So please, and remind you, please don't talk over each other because I don't want to mute you. Thank you so much. You know, okay? And if you got background interference, please shut your mics off or whatever. Don't want to hear it tonight because, you know what I'm saying, we got to get through all of this. All right. So now that I digress, we can get into Monday. Mr. Z. Oh, matter of fact, you know what, Ziggy? Because you didn't do the cards.
Yeah, it's okay, bro. You got it.
Okay, cool. All right. So, first of all, let's talk about this number real quick, right here. Let's talk about the motherfucking Hurt Business. Okay, 2.0. So last Monday, Mr. Bobby Lashley was meeting with now this was on Smackdown, everybody. So he was meeting with the Street Profits, you know what I'm saying? I guess this is the new gimmick that he's doing. So instead of being, you know, Mr. Mandingo from Madagascar, now he is Mr. the MVP. All right. So then we fast forward to Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Either Tuesday, no, it was on Friday. So sorry, I'm jumping around, but I just want to get this out the way real quick. So guess who he met? Yes, the two pretty boys of NXT. You know, I mean, you know, Carmelo Hayes, you know, yes, and then the other dude, the boxer or whatever, used to be boxer. I don't know what his name is, but anyway, he met with these two on SmackDown. Oh, I'm sorry, it's right. Well, it just says Carmelo Hayes, but anyway, so he met up with Carmelo Hayes and his sidekick. You know what I'm saying, the one that carries his bags and shit, and then now he met with the Street Profits last week. So I want to know, before we get into Raw and SmackDown, what is going on? What do y'all want to see? Talk to me. What's going on?
I'll step up. I think you kind of pointed it out there. I think this time they're going to have Bobby Lashley in somewhat of the MVP role. And he's going to get these 4 rising young stars and try to help get them over. get them over even more. I should put it that way. Elevate them. The only thing I'm unsure about is the direction afterwards because there's two people in the faction we all see as solo stars later down the road. That's Carmelo Hayes. That's Montez. So I mean, here's my weird thought process on this. With them all becoming a faction, I would love to see Montez break out as a solo, Carmelo break out as a solo. This is gonna sound weird. Make Trick and make Dawkins a team.
I don't agree with that. I agree with the fact that they're going with more of a younger talent, more of a younger perspective. I'm saying nothing wrong with Cedric, nothing wrong with MVP and everybody else, and Shelton. I think that this could work, but in what way, what dynamics? Because when we see factions like this, like we've seen with Evolution, everybody wants the main title, regardless of the fact. When you are growing up playing basketball, you want to be in a position to take that last shot to win the championship. You want to be that guy. So who's willing to put their ego to the side and let the next man shine? We all know that Melo has that ego. We all know that true. Montez eventually has it, but he's keep it in a humble way. But he has that. Dawkins, I can see him as a mid-carder. He hasn't shown the persona to be like, what? I'm that guy. I could be that guy. Tricks hasn't showed that I'm that guy. I want to be that guy. So it's going to be just like how Randy and Triple H were. Both of them won that spot. Batista was the same guy. You know what I mean? So it's going to be weird and crazy to see how they can maneuver those two egos, especially Melo's ego. Right now, Melo is the only one, if they do make this faction, that has a quote-unquote main title. So how can you make that work and keep it that way and not get the other influences from the past? Or white wrestling. The white guys had to be the top guys. The top guys. How are they going to do that? Because they fumbled with the original purpose. They fumbled with nation domination. I mean, it's just going to be weird. Yeah, it's a new time, but old habits die hard.
So I was gonna say something a little bit like that with the evolution thing because Bobby Lashley is, we there's no secret. Bobby Lashley is up at that age, even though he don't look it. He's up that age, and we don't know what's going on. Is he injured or something? Because he's still, in my eyes, he can still go and he's still in title contention, right? But if you do go in that direction, like you said, Tio, about evolution, you already got the well established tag team, which is Street Profits. Even though we already know sooner or later, someone's gonna be the Mario Jannetty, someone's gonna be the Shawn Michaels, right?
Oh, I was just about to say something like that.
Trick,
yeah.
Carmelo got it right now. He's the guy with the title. He put on some banger matches. Now is he ready for the next step, which is the main card? But you already know this is WWE. The first thing they're gonna do is play with his size, his height. He's not the 6'2" guy, 300 something pounds muscle guy. So they probably put him in the mid card. But then you got Trick. Trick, we don't know that much where he at in level, right? So he could be the guy that's in the learning tree. I hate to put him in this. I hate to say this, but every faction always got that one guy that's gonna be the pinfall guy, that's gonna be the submit guy, the group matches and stuff like that. So Trick would be that guy till he elevates and stuff. So you still got those four guys, but Bobby Lashley, there's the question, like, are y'all putting him in a manager role? Why he's still the guy in the company? Like, this dude is still WWE, so he's still like a WWE champion. So I don't know what's really.
Wait, Enforcer, can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
because you brought up the size thing and stuff like that, and in the back of my mind, I kind of thought about that too. Do you feel like that they would try to push Trick over Melo because Trick has the size and Melo doesn't?
Well,
If Melo if that's what it is. Lately we've been seeing Trick in the ring. Like lately, he's been doing more ring time. So they might will if he get better ring, they might go that direction. But as of right now, it's Melo over Trick. So they gotta say because right now they try to think of if they go put him in the main roster or they go put Dragunov. And right now, Dragunov is the guy they're trying to put in Imperium. If that's the rumor. So they're gonna try to keep him have a long time in NXT to get both of them ready for that next level to the main roster. They want both of them at the same time instead of splitting them. So I don't know.
Okay. My whole thing with the size pause is why can't we put that push that they gave Austin Theory? Because size wise, he's about almost, I don't know exact stats, but as far as size, he's almost the same as Melo. Why can't we put that rocket ship on Melo? And on top of that, I mean, you know, if things stay the way they are, either Dawkins or Trick is going to be the Wheeler Yuta of that group. And it's unfortunate because it looks like it's going to be Trick because Montez and Dawkins are already set, and they could contend for a title any day of the week, twice on Sunday. Right. Melo can definitely hold down that U.S. title. Y'all know how. I mean, the word is out on Theory, bro. He's out. He's gone. So why not put the rocket ship on Melo? Let him get that push. Athletically, he can hang with anybody in the ring. I still feel like Bobby can be in the Universal title picture. He should be, in my opinion. He could also be that outside enforcer. Shout to Tone. So I feel, you know what I mean? Like, I feel my only problem is I like Trick Williams. I like his body of work so far that I've seen on NXT. I don't want him to be that Wheeler Yuta. And that's the only thing I'm scared of. But outside of that, I'm with it.
Real quick, Austin Theory is 6'1", Carmelo is 5'10".
So only like
put a pair of Timbs on him. Put a pair of Timbs on him.
Wait, I'm about to say one thing. He didn't look 5'10" when I was down in Orlando. He looked 5'8".
Who, Carmelo?
Yeah, he looked 5'8" when I was down there. So, but
that
I'm
also
shocked
means
he's
that Austin
5'10".
Theory is not 6'1".
But Austin, all right, now you want to know the difference between him and Austin Theory, which is very obvious. You know. That's
right,
okay.
Right.
Very obvious.
Don't need to be explained. Yeah.
Right, exactly. But at the same time, like you just said, Austin Theory is one step out the door with that U.S. title. They don't. If they push the gun now and had no move up right now.
And the worst, and not to cut you off, the worst thing that could have happened to him was Pretty Deadly getting hurt.
Yeah.
Worst thing that could have happened to him.
So let's go to Stormy real quick, and then we're gonna go into Raw real quick. Stormy, did you have any comments about the Her Business 2.0?
I like it, but then the other half of me is like it's too late. There's nobody. There's gonna be nobody for them to feud with. The main people want them to feud with. They about to possibly end at SummerSlam.
That's
so after
true.
that, what it's gonna have back and forth with Karrion Kross. What's left over of the club, the Brawl Brutes. Like
the worst thing that could happen is they get fed the Judgment Day before they break them up.
Well, if they stick to the brand split, Judgment Day's on Raw, but that's out the window.
Yeah, that's true. But that ain't stopped them. They ain't stopped them from feuding.
If Dominic's floating everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, literally. So okay, let's get into Raw real quick. All right, so Lesnar torches Cody Rhodes with the Kimura lock. Now, remind you, they were in Atlanta, and shout out to Atlanta. Atlanta was hot than a motherfucker. Like the whole entire show was just hot from beginning to end, and I was very surprised. Like that whole 3 hours was pretty dope. Yeah, I think this needs to be the final chapter between Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. It's starting to get a little bit weak. it's just like it's just really they're just wasting time from what I'm seeing. I'm loving the Brock Lesnar progression, with his gimmick. It keeps evolving. I like it. But then at the same time, I think what they're doing is they're trying to build Cody's resume because like everybody else is busy doing something in the storyline, especially with Seth Rollins and Finn Balor and everybody, you know what I'm saying? But it's just right now, it's just Cody is just playing with toys. You know what I'm saying? That's just really
you ain't lying. You ain't lying.
I was saying, don't sugarcoat it now.
I'm not. I'm trying not to. It's just I'm trying to give it like an analogy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, I'm not talking about dildos and glizzies and all that shit. No, I'm not. No, I wasn't going in that direction. I swear to God, I wasn't. It just seems like Cody Rhodes just doesn't have shit to do.
The way Brock is treating this feud, he might as well be.
Yeah. Let's keep it 100. All right. He's doing this is a sympathy storyline. This is the old Dusty Rhodes storyline for Cody.
Why he needs sympathy? He don't need to be. I mean, come on now. The only thing that we need to be sympathetic is that the man is abroad.
This is redemption arc.
He lost at WrestleMania. He needs sympathy.
He needs sympathy and redemption. This is redemption arc.
He got PTSD. He got PTSD from WrestleMania.
Are we watching the same anime?
I wouldn't even say redemption. Nigga, you came from another company. You know what I'm saying? You spent majority of your life, of your young life, you know what I'm saying, building up your name, which is commendable. I get it. It was cute. It was pretty and shit. When you didn't get your way and shit got muddy or whatever with the EVPs, then you left. Okay? Then you wanted to come back home. And then when Holmes said that you were disrespecting me on social media, which we're not going to say their name because they're competition, but I digress. That's when they wanted to say, we're going to beat your ass and we're going to show you tough love. That's the part that the WWE doing. This don't have nothing to do with sympathy. This man is a white man with 750 credit. Got more than me, but whatever.
What's the clip that they keep showing over and over for the little preview that he has on Peacock, the little biography or whatever?
He got NXT kids.
Vince flew out to go get him. Right? That's the
one they keep talking about. Yeah,
they keep playing over and over. You don't think Vince went to go to the little drawer and dusted off the do-rag and put it on, and you think I'm gonna go get you, but you're gonna pay the price for what you're gonna pay the price for being at AEW. You're gonna pay the price.
And that's
very
the thing.
much so.
That's the thing with WWE. My bad, Stormy. I was thinking WWE. But that's the thing with WWE. When you leave them, think about the history. When people leave them, they always come back crawling. And Vince don't forget shit. Hulk Hogan came back.
Hold on 1 second. Shout out to Jeremy Nix. First time checking out the show.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Check out Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan came back. They gave him some damn Mr. America gimmick. Check out Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior had fucking got their airbrush outfit, looked at muscles that he didn't have to do anymore. You leave and talk shit outside my company and come back. You gonna crawl through the doggy door and you gonna kiss my feet and I'm gonna think about giving you a push. And then when I do give you that push, I'm gonna just take the rug from underneath your feet. When you think you have one, you can bring your damn baby to the front row. You can bring a nice, lovely black woman to the freaking front row. But I'm gonna make sure you go home and you go home and look at your big poster, your daddy holding the WWE title and cry some more. Cause I haven't forgot about the throne hit. I haven't forgot about I haven't dream speech.
I was just about to say
I haven't forgot about all the stuff you said on Twitter and this and that. So you can be the American Nightmare, but I'm the real nightmare. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's happening. And that's what's happening. All right, so I'm sorry.
I finally figured out who Cody Rhodes remind me of. I've been sitting here thinking this whole time since he came back. I finally figured it out. Cody Rhodes is Kevin Durant. Because Kevin Durant was on the Thunder, aka the other company, and he left them to go join up. And then when he got told, we don't even need you, now look at him. Cody Rhodes is Kevin Durant.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
That's a bar though.
Whoa. Hit the nail right on it.
Because that is fucked up.
Look at him now. Ever since he left that situation, he ain't won jack squat, has he? And look at Cody.
He ain't lying. He ain't
lying. First the story was, I was jealous you went before me. I either go first or last. Now at SummerSlam, Brock may not go first because Logan Paul has to go first. He could fly out to walk his brother out, and we know he ain't going last. So now this whole rivalry started about you not being able to go first. Now you in the middle. What are we doing? What, Brock? No, Brock always say, I either go first or I'm last, Cody. That's why I attacked you. How dare you think you better than me? Hey, Brock at SummerSlam, you gotta go in the middle.
We saw it on Monday. Brock was like, yo, feel up the jet. I'm out. I gotta go. I got a date.
So you telling me that y'all been beefing for like the last 5 months because of some particular order?
Yes, Cody Rhodes is KD. Think about it. He's Cody Durant. That's his name.
Cody Durant.
T.O., what you got to say about this, man?
First of all, don't ever disrespect Reverend Rhodes like that. Don't ever do that in your life. Don't ever disrespect that man. That man ended racism.
Open your eyes, brother. That hat too tight. Open your eyes, brother.
No, my eyes are open. Your eyes is closed because you're sitting there disrespecting the man. All right. Second of all, Cody Rhodes is a little kid at the park with the nice ass basketball. He never got picked. So he said, you know what? I'm gonna take my ball and I'm going home. All right.
Damn.
You know what? You know what? And you're right about the whole getting your ass kicked about talking shit. Because think about it. No sympathy. Oh yeah. I tore my titty. Now I broke my arm. He was like, my neck. My back. My back and body hurts. You know what I mean?
Where did I hear that song from?
My knee.
My knee. You know, ARP, holla at
me. Let me ask y'all this though.
But at the end of the day, hold on, Garland. But at the end of the day, he's still coming out. And people are still doing, now they're doing the whoa on cue. You know what I mean? He still got his pyros. He's still like they still have him to that point where like, hey, you know what? We gave you everything that you want, but not yet. They give basically, they treat him kind of like LA Knight. Oh yeah, you're over here. You're over, but you ain't getting it yet. You ain't getting it. So they treat him like LA Knight.
I can't even say he's treating like LNA because at least he's at the damn show. LNA can't even get him the damn pay-per-view show.
Yeah. Yo, I want to ask y'all this before y'all go to the next thing on the card. And I'm pretty sure we all seen the rumors earlier about Bray Wyatt coming back and who he's possibly going to be facing, and everybody's leaning towards him attacking Cody. How do we feel about a potential Cody versus Bray feud? Or are we just over the point of over Bray?
As the resident Bray Wyatt guy of this show, no. It's a major no.
I was a Bray Wyatt guy too, and I don't want to see it.
The main reason being, I'm just saying, the main reason being, no, keep them too far the hell away from each other as possible. Hell no. I don't feel like hearing Cody Rhodes crying against Bray Wyatt promos. Then Cody gonna cry again, call out his dog. Then Cody gonna thank his dad and the spirit of his dad. Then Bray Wyatt gonna say something about, like, no, keep them, no.
You know what's crazy about that? Because I saw that and then someone tried to make sense of it. Like, oh, Cody was Bray Wyatt's coach when he was at NXT. What they do, Basil?
Nobody cares about that.
Listen. Bray Wyatt came back.
He blew it, bro. He missed his chance. He blew it. It's over.
They gave him.
He got sick. Okay, he got sick.
They gave him creative control. WWE is not used to getting nobody creative control. Let's see what happens. Now you see why they don't do that shit.
No, I'll tell you what happened.
He took a leap of faith.
Damn camera angle. It was the camera angle. They went to the wrong camera.
I knew it. I was waiting on it, Theo.
Hornswoggle missed his mark.
Here you go.
I'm gonna down
I'm gonna say this. Fuck the camera angles. Fuck Bray Wyatt. Let's move on.
Fuck my beat. Bad Boys, a record label, and as a crew.
We're not doing no. We're gonna move on. So Green and DeVal win the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. So all the jobbers in the world and everyone, and I mean I still don't know them, but I mean they won the tag team titles. And then speaking of the women's tag team titles, hold on. Speaking of women's tag team titles,
it's unfortunate.
Guess who this person tried to take the women's tag team titles? The DDT.
Stormy, can you get Vince McMahon's assistant to get Nia Jax on the phone so we can take care of this?
Do that, please?
Take care of this Chelsea Green situation, please.
Give me 1 second. Hold on, wait. Let me go get him. Yeah, give me a second. Thomas,
thank
come
you
here.
so much.
I need you to get Nia Jax on the phone ASAP.
I get to be on this live to see this shit.
How we doing, guys? How's it going? So, Thomas here. So, as you guys see on the docket, what Matt Cardona did, Zach, as we call him in the back. Hold on, Steve. I just highly Chelsea's losing that belt about tomorrow. So we're gonna probably announce a match, little eliminate. You know how they do. Somebody who do we have teams? Who cares? We'll take Tamina and somebody else. Who cares? They're gonna lose the belts.
That's what's going to happen. And what people got to understand is not the fact that, it ain't the fact that WWE pays attention to DDT. They can give a fuck about DDT. It's the fact that this shit is spreading on social media like a wildfire. The reason they're going to drop the titles. The fact that everybody's going to know about this now is why they're probably going to drop those titles.
You know what's crazy, though? Mm-hmm. You just show how important these fucking belts are. They're not important. Your husband took your belt and made a prop in another company.
Well, hold on there, sir. They're important because we have an 8% increase. Now, when she did it, we didn't know what a DDT was. I thought he did the wrestling move. I don't know what the DDT show is. No, I don't know what this is. So she'll be dealt with very quickly.
Sorry for my comments.
No problem. We can move on to the next item.
I honestly though, just give me 1 sec. I just want to hear Samantha say Chelsea Green one more time before it all ends. And Samantha Irvin, Samantha oh my God, I can't remember.
You mean Miss Ricochet?
Yes, please. I just needed to
Miss
say
Ricochet.
Chelsea Green one more time, and I'm good after that.
So, we don't normally talk about Alpha Academy or the Viking Raiders, but this match right here, from my understanding, was a banger. Talk to me, y'all. What's going on?
They turned limits into lemonade. I loved it. To me, those four was giving kind of the shit end of the stick with what the program that they have going on, but they said, fuck it, we gonna make the best of our opportunity, and I gotta applaud them on that. And also, it's another reason number 4,867 on why Chad Gable is the fucking man. That's all I got to say.
Armbar.
Hey, let me tell you something about Chad Gable and Tio. Can I see your line? Is the most underrated guy in the roster. Point blank. This man made everything they gave him. He tried his best to make it work. Even that damn Shorty G shit they gave him at one point, he tried to make it work. The fact that they didn't give him the opportunity to be Kurt Angle's son still haunts me. But this match, man, first of all, everybody forgot how good the Viking Raiders was, aka War Machine. These guys was one of the most decorated tag teams before they got to WWE. And people forgot about that, and they learned again. They learned like, all right, get these guys a platform they could go. And I gotta say that, man, it was a good damn match. I enjoyed myself.
To piggyback over what Steven and Enforcer said, I mean, they stole the show because they literally got handed lemons. They threw some vodka in that shit, and they had a banger match, and they elevated Viking Raiders as well, who were looking like jobbers. They elevated them as well. Still are, obviously. But they elevated.
After Monday, they will be.
Right.
I mean, I mean, just because they had a banger doesn't mean like, oh my God, they're going after the tag team title.
No, absolutely not. But
no,
they made those 3 hours entertaining instead of what we used to be say it's a smooth 3 hours. So they made those 3 hours very much entertaining. That was a great match, and to me, they stole the show because you weren't expecting much from it. Mm-hmm. And then when you got the finished product, you were just like, oh, okay, these boys, so awesome. Shout out to them. Good job to them. Yeah.
Anybody else? Anybody else want to know? Go ahead, Tia.
So first, I want to say this, y'all. I'm working right now. Leave my Monopoly board alone.
Wow.
Stop messing with me right now.
I haven't did anything.
All right. I'm just going to put out there to clear to everybody. Leave my board alone. Second of all, WWE has a thing with these gimmick matches, and they normally fail. They normally fail 9.999 times out of 10. They fail. We see these matches, it's like, oh God, this is gonna be stupid. Miss and their little bar stick on the little thing, the zombies thing. The list can go on. But this worked. It was crazy how it worked. When I saw the layout, I was like, oh man, this is gonna be trash. Here we go. I could go use the bathroom. I could go make me a drink, whatever.
Oh, Becky's coming out?
No.
Yes, this is live.
But no, it actually worked. And it was crazy how it worked. And Chad Gable, him in that damn German suplex. Oh my God. Think of this
suplex was beautiful.
This man is now like the Picasso of German suplexes right now. He is.
He's a fucking
somebody that is like
to deadlift
somebody that's like 5'8" and like deadlift a potential 300-pounder. Like, whoa, like that is crazy.
Chad Gable is what they want Gable Stevenson to be.
It don't matter what size.
Exactly.
It don't matter what size you are. That dude will suplex your ass. Shut up. Shut up. I gotta watch my shit right. Shut up. But
I didn't say nothing.
I owe you a 25 cents. But I digress. He suplex anybody. How about that?
Indeed.
All right. Braun Strowman WrestleMania. That was the spot of night one. Then last night the roll up suplex. This guy is a suplex machine. He's not Brock Lesnar, but he don't have to be. He's Olympic style wrestler too. So.
Before we move on, I do want to give love to Otis.
Oh yeah,
we kind of shit on him a little bit for losing his briefcase and everything like that. But
no, it's not. No, we shit on him because he's trash.
Well, yes, I don't do that, sir.
I wouldn't say he's trash, but like the gimmick are good.
The
trash.
Trash is a strong word, sir.
It's a very strong word that needs to be used
to Otis.
Yes, to Otis. Yes, Otis. Come on, Otis is basically dark. He is Vader. He got a whole bunch of potential, but I'm sorry they put him in that spot when he got his lunch briefcase or whatever, and shit just. It just went your shit.
So basically, your thing is that you feel like since he's not being used to his full potential, therefore he's trash because you see more. You see more that they can do with him.
I think they can do more with him. Like they did shit with Vader. They did shit with like Yokozuna. You know what I'm saying? Like
Bam Bam.
Big Nick. Bam Bam, you know what I'm saying? Bam Bam Bigelow is one of my favorites, like all-time favorites.
Oh yeah.
Especially in WrestleMania, the arcade game, I always use him. But anyway, I digress. But it's just, I guess, maybe trash is a harsh word.
It is, sir.
Or whatever, maybe. But still, like, I still just really think that he's in too many tag teams. I believe, like he should. Like go after like a mid-card belt or something like that. That's
okay. You saved them, Steph, and appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. I was just wondering because, like, I think I understood where he was coming from because, like, we all see the potential in Otis. Hell, I think he had a solid ass, like, you can go back to his NXT days, however brief it may have been. He had a one-on-one match against somebody that was solid. I can't remember who it was. I would like to say it was damn, I can't think who it was, but like dude can work his ass off in a singles capacity if he wanted to as well. It's just that like what Chris was touching up on, maybe it's just the potential. The potential is there, but they haven't, taken advantage of it, and he's being stuck in these tag teams or whatnot. It would be cool to see him in a single capacity to see what he can do.
I kind of like him with Gable though. I like the Alpha Academy.
I mean, Vader
thing.
So Antoine, like, I get that they didn't use Vader right in the WWE, but then at the same time, he did go after the WWE Championship.
Right.
Multiple times too.
That buried them, but whatever. Gonna move on. Oh, anybody else?
I think T.O. had his hand raised.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I know there's 8 million titles in both companies, but what's stopping the WWE for potentially doing like a mix, like either like a mixed trios or like a trios championship? Because you have a lot of these three-person teams. You know what I mean? Like, I Chris, I know, but I'm just saying, but like, you have a lot of these 3-man teams, or like the two. Chris, stop.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay,
I need with division though, but they can't even book their tag team right now.
I think you was about to say what I was about to say.
What you're saying though.
My thing is, for years we were complaining about the WWE not having a decent tag team division. Now that we starting to have it, what's stopping them to add a little bit more to it?
They still got work to do on the tag division, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I agree with Ty. Like, we do not need trios in the WWE. They barely can manage the women in the women's division. Why in the fuck do we need trios?
Yeah, they'll usually just freebird rule the tag team belts.
Right. So I mean, you might as well bring back the Moist New Day. I mean, if we want trios. Okay, I digress. Okay,
man, people be catching strays from this dude, bro.
I'm sorry. Like when I said moist, I was thinking of a donut, but
Big E just probably walking to check his mailbox, just catching strays.
Oh, my neck.
No, that's fucked up because I was sitting there thinking about it. Big E going to the mailbox, all of a sudden he hear Chris in his ear talking about your title reign ain't shit.
Just catching strays, bro.
Just out of nowhere.
You're trash.
Right.
Speaking of trash, I'm so glad that
nice segue.
GPS took the wrong turn. She got her ass whooped by Rhea Ripley. Thank you so much, Rhea Ripley. She deserved it. And and Miss Liv Morgan, you need to stop getting in people's ways. Otherwise, you'll get headbutted. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate her for doing that for me. I'm glad they lost the tag team titles. I hate both of them. I don't like neither one of them. Raquel is a fucking racist, and Liv Morgan is just she's
weird.
A cum dumpster. I mean, that's basically what she is.
Wait. What was that again? Where is she?
No.
A cum dumpster. A cum dumpster. You heard exactly what
I agree with Chris. I agree with Chris about Raquel. That's karma. You know what I mean? That's definitely karma. Because her and her Twitter antics, her little Twitter antics in those spaces, no, that's karma. And I was waiting for somebody to cash in that receipt.
Thanks to you, Ken, I'm never gonna look at that emoji the same again.
I'm sorry, but Chris, so you saying that Raquel Rodriguez's favorite day on the calendar year is January 6th, and you said that Liv Morgan is going to be the next victim of Jason Love right after he done got Lena the plug.
No, I'll go. You know what? I'll go a step further with you. She's going to be the next victim in What do they have in Atlanta? Hoochie Days or what was it called? What was it back in like 2000?
Freaknik?
Freaknik? Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know. Don't ask me how I know.
I'm still waiting for the documentary to come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sorry, I might know somebody in that shit. Like, I knew that bitch was a freaking freak.
Liv Morgan was dead in the middle.
I knew I saw Sister Williams somewhere.
Right.
So,
that part.
I seen her clapping it. I seen her clapping in church, but I see some different clapping when she had that free dick.
I bet she was clapping. I bet she was.
Lord.
We're clapping overtime. You know,
they said that they're going to see Liv Morgan on Brazzers. That is crazy.
Wow.
She probably already there.
I ain't on that.
I'm just saying.
So is it really
karma? Life? We don't give a fuck.
Listen, man.
Is it really karma though? If she's about to be put into a world championship program, it looks like she's going up
anyway. She ain't winning. I mean, but Ziggy, they don't have nobody on Raw. They literally do not have nobody on Raw. Of course, they're going to take some, you know what I'm saying, some GPS dead-end bitch, you know what I'm saying, that sits on Twitter, talk about how much she hate black people or whatever. Yes, I'm giving y'all all the fucking energy. That's why I don't like this Brokeback Mountain bitch. I can't stand her. I do not like her. Anytime I see this bitch smiling, I say, you a fake-ass bitch. Like, you really are.
Out there flexing her long back.
I am so tired of looking at you because it's all that shit is fake. And then underneath it all, like me, Theo, we actually seen the fucking footage that this bitch was in a fucking space on Twitter, you know, talking about how much they hate black people.
Multiple times. It was multiple times.
So pretty much y'all just saying Rhea Ripley was doing God's work, and
yes, she is.
Yes.
Mommy is always on top for a reason.
And you gotta remember, her ex-boyfriend was black, so she's down for the black guys. So you know what I'm saying. So she did that for the culture.
Mommy's always on top. I'm trying to tell you. So the next one, Gunther calls out Drew McIntyre, and this was actually a decent promo.
Facts.
He's, you know what the thing is, that's where he's very underrated at, because you know they don't give him that time of day in WWE, but you go his indie days, English or his native language, he spits fire.
I mean,
dude always been underrated on the podcast.
You don't really hear much from Gunther, man, but like I keep telling folks, man, I really truly believe it now, yo. This dude is definitely top 5 in the world as far as wrestling right now. He definitely, I mean, yo, how many times do we complain about seeing the same matches, and we saw him and Riddle again and again, they killed it.
But they got chemistry, bro. This ain't the first time they wrestled.
No,
right.
I get it, but
they got good.
We always complain about seeing Riddle and Gunther again, and somehow they find to make a little nuance here and there and make it and keep it fresh, which is dope to me.
This is the thing about that though. When you got the two people that actually been doing it around the world and have that chemistry, and they could do it in different styles, different ways. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. I could go on that goes to different companies and still do the same thing. Gunther and Matt Riddle could go if they give them the freedom to get. All right, go 20 minutes. Do what you gotta do, unscripted. You go get a good match. So. Now it's time to see if we go get the same good match between Gunther and Drew McIntyre, because you take Sheamus off that WrestleMania card, it still be a good match. So you can't fail at SummerSlam.
They gotta give us 20 minutes. Give us 20 minutes.
Absolutely.
It's 20 minutes of you got the right Intercontinental Champion. This not gonna be no 8-10 minute match. They go, as JR would say, there's gonna be some slobber knockers going on.
Right. I mean, it has to be 20 minutes. I'll settle for 15 if you just have them come out right out the gate beating the fuck out of each other. I'll settle for 15. But you know, if you're starting it off slow, you gotta give I need 20 minutes.
So question real quick.
This is a pause episode. We've been saying pause all damn night.
We have, because there's been a lot of moist shit that we've been talking about, you know? I don't want people to misinterpret, you know, dildos and glizzies and all of that. Why you spit? Did you just spit? Are you okay?
Yeah, I had to take time on.
You all right? You okay? Did you catch up?
I'm laughing too hard. My head hurt.
if Gunther drops this belt, I can't even get the question out, man. Forget.
Oh,
I can't even get the question out, yo. Oh man.
Okay, all right, we can move on.
Focus.
Oh my God. Don't forget to breathe, Daniel. In through nose, out through mouth.
You gotta breathe.
Breathe.
You gotta
goddammit.
Yes, because I'm a little moist right now. I'm trying to get this fan on. Hold on.
Wow.
Hey, while
You raggedy bitch. You raggedy bitch.
He commented right on time.
that was perfect. That was perfect.
Perfect timing.
Why I gotta be a raggedy bitch because I'm moist? Don't answer that. Okay.
Y'all come get your boy, bro.
What we were saying now? What was going on?
we were talking about the Gunther Drew McIntyre match. Like,
the question that I have for y'all is if Gunther finally drops this belt to McIntyre, does that feel like the consolation prize for Drew? Because obviously he's not in the heavyweight championship picture. And
this is not the world championship,
right? So is that his consolation prize? Is that his consolation prize?
No, it's just more than anything. Drew McIntyre needs to be rebuilt up more than anything.
To be honest, there's a story with it too that you could build with it.
Right. Because them two, if I'm not mistaken, back me up on this though, but they feuded before at NXT, right? At one point,
they wrestled in Evolve.
Yeah.
Okay.
They wrestled in Evolve.
But there is a story behind this thing.
There's a second story too. I'm gonna explain it. Remember, the very first title that Drew ever won in WWE was the Intercontinental title. The story you could tell this time around is that I won back a title that I won my first time here when I wasn't quite ready. But now that this version of Drew is gonna win it, and it'll be like, you know what? I want the smoke from everybody. Just like Gunther wanted the smoke from everybody, I want the smoke from everybody. I want any and everybody to step up to me.
Not only that the belt, the Intercontinental title means more now. The work that Gunther has done with that belt, Drew McIntyre can now put his name in the legacy, and like you just said, could carry that. That's how we want our Intercontinental champions now. We want those titles. We want those title matches.
I'm glad you said that because now I want to see Gunther and Seth Rollins.
Yeah, but my
not
thing
now
is,
though.
But why is it
if
the
IC
title?
If he drops that belt, I want to see it.
But why is the IC title worth more than the World Heavyweight Championship?
Because the history, because the right person.
I understand that, but before it was. We were like, where the fuck is the IC belt? And now it's.
Well, the IC.
Go ahead, Chris.
Go ahead.
No,
I was just gonna say the IC Championship is a key part to a wrestler's development, especially when you're going after the WWE Championship. That's why it's very important. It's very vital because back in the day, before you can even talk about a world championship, you gotta go through the Intercontinental Championship. Right. You gotta go through that trial first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's very, very important. And WWE lost sight of that. Now Triple H is bringing us back to the old days where, hey, if you want to go after the world championship, you have to be Intercontinental champion.
There's levels.
The U.S. championship, I'm sorry, but I don't give a fuck about that belt. Or I care about the IC championship. That's part of WWE history.
Or like you just said, like when you're champion, that's the first step. Like if you could carry that belt and have classic matches and get people invested in you as champion, the next step is world title, because now the responsibility to you is to keep the butts in the seats and stuff. So the world heavyweight title, Seth Rollins got it, but he got to make that title mean something.
And so far, he's been making it in like interviews and stuff. He's been kind of making it seem secondary, which that's the downside to it.
That's what I was going with, because right now what he's doing, I don't want to go off where we're going with it, but he's keeping Roman in his mouth. He got sour grapes, and he's not. Instead of talking about that stuff, you should talk about, hey, I'm about to make this belt mean something, or blah blah blah. But Gunther, ever since he got that belt from Shinsuke, he even said it. I'm not planning on losing this belt. He still want to be champion, but it's gonna have to happen sooner or later. But he said, I don't want to lose this belt. I'm gonna defend it with everybody.
Gunther's definitely made that workhorse belt again, and that's what's dope about it.
Well, so let me ask y'all this before we go to the next topic. Then, do y'all want Gunther to drop it at SummerSlam before the record is broken?
No. I'm sick of hearing about honky tonk, man. That goddamn record, that Elvis impersonator got to get out the damn record book.
At least let Gunther break the record. Then after that, then Drew can win it.
But when's the record broken? When y'all know the exact day?
Sometime in September.
So we literally got
So they still got a couple months to go still.
Wait, can we check to see if it's before or after Payback?
Where's Reese?
I think it's right on Payback, to be honest with you.
Is before Payback?
I'm not sure.
But you know something about when WWE make you break a record, they let you break the record, and then the very next week or the month you lose it.
Gunther breaks the record on September 7th.
Oh, this would be after Payback then. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's on the 5th, right? Yeah, Payback is on the 5th.
Or what they could probably do is he could probably lose it on a Monday.
Yeah, that's 7th.
That's true.
7th itself, yeah.
Yeah. So say if it is before Payback, he could probably lose it, get a rematch, lose it on Monday. That's probably what could end up happening. So let's go to this, and then we'll talk about Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. So Judgment Day has been on a tear as of late. They've been in main events. They're really becoming a threat. People are really starting to take notice of the Judgment Day. I still think that Dominic Mysterio is just a joke. Mm-hmm. I still feel that he's a joke. I mean, nothing more, nothing less. I don't think that he's to be taken seriously. Now, the whole thing with him going to NXT and winning the North American Championship, I'm baffled behind that. I mean, if they're doing that shit just to get belts and just to make the Judgment Day look pretty and strong or whatever, I'm like, well, my nigga, you really didn't do the work. Now character development, superb. They made us care about him. As a matter of fact, he got nuclear heat. I mean, because the motherfucker can't talk. I mean, as soon as he opened his mouth, woo, you know what I'm saying? We hear a whole bunch of cows in the arena, woo, type of shit. So it's just, I mean, I didn't see this main event. No one really talked about the main event. They just saying that, it's people care about the Judgment Day. People really care about Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, to be really honest with you. And that's what we're going to be talking about next. But if you guys want to talk about this particular card, I mean, y'all can if y'all want to.
I do want to say this. I understood why they're putting Dominic to the forefront. I understood why they gave him the North American title. At the same time, it's also the same reason I can't stand that they gave him the North American title. It's all the same reason. What is the best way to get the absolute even more heat on him? Oh, have him go to a show that he's not a member of and have him beat your most dominant North American champion of all time. That's going to get some real heat. That's going to get some people even more mad, give them even more heat. Like I said, I respect it. I understand the reason why they had him beat, out of all the people he could have beat down there, you had him beat the most dominant North American champion, because Wesley already broke all the records for the NXT North American Championship. What wasn't he longest reigning, most defenses, All of that. I understood why they did it, but at the same reason, it's the same reason I can't stand it, because you beat one of their top guys there. You beat Wes Lee, who's probably gonna move up next. You know, he's gonna probably be in that main event picture on NXT once Braun and Melo and all of them move up. But you know, it is what it is.
I was gonna say, since, you know, they, to me or to everybody right now, Judgment Day is the most dominant faction right now in WWE.
Yeah.
Bloodline, there's no bloodline. Okay, it's I'm the only one Roman and his sidekick Solo. You know, that's not a faction. Imperium, like I don't know what they're doing with Imperium. LWO, they teasing, they putting C's already in that to break up with the fucking US title contention match. So they the most dominant. So what you do with the most dominant, just like you did with the Bloodline, you just put them all over your fucking TV. And with dominant winning the North American title, y'all like a year too late for me.
I mean, because like what Booker T said, and I don't even give a fuck about that nigga. Booker T said this as clear as day. Excuse my language, I'm sorry. Booker T said that Dom literally graduated from high school, which I'm trying to figure out how. Graduated from high school and went to the pros, and then went back and then went to college.
That's all right. Let's make sense. Let's make sense that Booker couldn't make sense. That's like saying LeBron went straight to the pros.
He used that comparison on NXT. He really did. He used that exact comparison.
Right. But no, this will happen. Just like, you know how we always say with Jey, we actually watched her from, because the pandemic, we watched her from the, you know, Dominic. He ain't go to NXT because pretty much he had to wrestle no fans. So he pretty much was on the learning tree when you first started. Your first match was against Seth Rollins, SummerSlam.
Right.
But if we had audience, oh no, I think Ray would have put his ass in NXT.
All right, just to play devil's advocate, could it be that they're putting Rhea and Dom on every show because they need Rhea to remain relevant because she's not really doing anything on Raw?
Ooh, I like that. I like that take on it.
Hold on. Let me count that one. So number one, my nigga, you're the women's champion. Why do you need to stay relevant? That's like me saying that Charlie needs a belt to stay relevant.
No. What I'm trying to say is there's really no legitimate contenders. She done beat the snot out of Natalya. Mm-hmm. How many times already?
She deserved it.
Right. Mm-hmm. She took Raquel out. She took Liv out. Shayna and Ronda already involved. Shayna and Ronda are already involved in their own. So they literally have nothing for her to do. She already beat Zoe Stark.
Wait. Don't forget, they teased this shit. That one stare down between her and Becky Lynch. I hate to say that. They teased that shit, but they gonna say that for another time.
I gotta use the bathroom.
There you go. But
wow, that was so random.
There you go. Oh, but they did tease that shit. But you're right. Like, she beat the damn brakes. I don't know how many times off of Natalya. Like you said, Ronda Shayna is about to do a damn probably a Lions Den match or something because
they literally have nothing for Rhea to do. So why not have her get heat on every other show?
With that aspect, then okay. She might need to, stick with Dom and, be tag team partners or whatever, say, hey, I'm here with all my makeup, type of shit,
She did get her hair braided too. She did get her hair braided.
Hey, she had her hair done,
Right.
And she's still on top.
And what did Natalya do to deserve it, though?
We all enjoyed
what you said that Natalya, that she deserved it.
I did.
Why?
What you mean? Why?
Great question, T.O.
She's trash.
Okay. She's trash, but you said she deserved to get her ass whooped because she's trash.
She deserved to get her ass whooped.
She's trash.
She deserved to get her ass whooped and get and retire.
That would not hold up in court.
I don't give a fuck about court. We're not in court.
She's the boss.
That would not even hold up in court.
She's bloated.
She's bloated? It's that time of month.
Bloated. Yeah, it's that type of month.
She need Midol?
Maybe she needs to spend more time on the beach instead of getting them damn implants. You know what I'm saying? And trying to look cute.
She's trying to match her sister's energy, but that's it.
Excuse me?
She was just trying to match her sister's energy. You know what I mean?
You can't even get it out.
Basically, she's better off.
Her sister gets
a bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Thank you.
Basically, she's better off making content with her sister and just.
I mean,
it ain't
might
working.
make more money.
It ain't working. I'm serious. This shit is not working. But what we were saying? Damn, I lost track.
A bullshit.
Let's how about Seth Rollins and Finn Balor?
Oh yes. Let's go to that real quick.
Can I?
Now I said this. What was this? I believe on Monday. Hottest rivalry right now. Like, dude, they are killing it.
For real.
I like how, like, Seth was in. He was in character, and he was just, talking about, like, deserving number one contenders and blah blah blah. And once he's seen Finn, it's like he just dropped character and just went into. I forgot what his real name is. What's his real name, y'all?
What, Kobe Lopez, Tyler Blackmon?
Kobe. Yeah, he went to Kobe. Yeah. And then Finn was just like, you know why I'm here. And I don't give a fuck about them other number one contenders. I'm in the front of the line. So do what you got to do. Go to Pierce. Make the match. And then, like, Finn was trying to, not Finn, but Seth was trying to explain to him that, listen, the world championship is bigger than your personal vendetta. Like, literally brushing it aside. So then you could tell Finn was getting a little bit more agitated, you know what I'm saying, with him. And he was just like, listen. He said something. What did he say? He said something about
he said, I'm not living in the past, I'm living in chaos.
And I'm just like, bro, that was a bar.
For real.
That is a bar. Because it's like, that's what people are living in. Like, I'm not living in, you know what I'm saying? I'm not living in the past. I'm living in chaos. Like, I'm living in chaos because of you.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't give a fuck. You just pushing me off the side. And then Seth, this is how I love Seth. Seth do not get enough credit for this. He said, listen, if you want to sell this score, we don't need a belt. We can do it right here, right now. And if you don't, get the hell out of my face. And Seth was just like, okay, cool. And then before you know it, boop, no. Chair to the face. And just was just stomping on him. I'm like, ooh.
What Seth thought was going to happen every time him and Finn get in the same, 5 feet of each other, he's getting coup de grace to the chest.
It remind me.
He caught
it remind me of Boondocks.
Knee Buddy Matthews gave Max Caster.
Word. It reminded me of Boondocks. You know what they say? You throw a chair and start a fight. He just threw the chair. All you saw was a chair to his face. And he just whooped his ass. But the thing about this whole story, and Chris, I love that you brought. I think it was Chris or T or one of y'all brought it up. This is history. It all started in SummerSlam 7 years ago.
7 years ago,
and it's gonna probably end this SummerSlam. And the thing is, like, with the way Finn tells the story, you see, you really saw it on Finn's side, like, yo,
he has a good point, right?
Right, like the next night when I had to relieve my title, you come out and you laughed at me, and I had to deal with that. And you think about it, he hasn't been the same since. Like, he had to go back to NXT to find that edge, while Seth Rollins he was winning titles at the titles. And shit, he had a knee injury too, but what happened with that? He came back, won the title, won a title. This right here, like, it should get more talked about than any tribal combat. anything that's going on.
Everybody and their mama glazing over the fucking bloodline. Everybody want to throw their fucking hands up. If you want to throw your hands up, this is the number one storyline right now. number one or number two. I would say probably like number two because like right now everybody's still talking about the bloodline.
I have a question.
But yeah, what's up, bro?
I wonder when the chair came flying, is that what the Young Bucks felt?
Wow.
Wow. Is that how the Young Bucks felt when the chair flew and hit? Was Matt?
I want to say this real quick. The biggest thing that shows, the biggest thing that's selling us on this feud is that I'm looking at it like it's not even Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. I'm looking at Kobe Lopez versus Fergal Devitt. Like
who's that?
That's
Finn Balor's real name.
Oh,
his name is Fergal?
Yeah.
His name is Fergal?
Yes.
I cannot take somebody seriously if the name is Fergal.
His name is Fergal Devitt. But that's what I'm looking at it like. Kobe Lopez versus Fergal Devitt. They're like, and see, the one thing I love about this feud, and we mentioned it many times before, the World Heavyweight title a little bit is kind of secondary in this feud. Yeah, it's a catalyst for it, but the shit personal. And the fact what makes the World Heavyweight title a vital piece of this is that like Enforcer mentioned, is the way how everything ended up for Finn Balor. Having to relinquish the title, getting laughed at by Seth Rollins. So I understand where Seth Rollins is coming from, talking about, well, if you got a personal vendetta, we can settle it right here, right now. But what he's not understanding is, nah, motherfucker, the title's involved in this. Because of you, I was put on the shelf and I had to give up my title 7 years ago. So Finn is at a point he want to take it all. Like he said in that promo, he's like, I'm gonna take your title. He's like, I'm gonna take your career and I'm gonna alter it.
Not only that, remember this. When it first started, it was about a new title.
Yeah.
It's gonna end with a new title.
Exactly.
Yeah, but y'all didn't remember too, the Seth Rollins we're getting right now, like when Finn walked in, that was the same look that he gave during the Matt Riddle promo. We called him a bitch.
I can't say it, Ziggy. Oh Jesus. Wow. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. We don't want to get copyright struck again.
Right.
Oh,
right.
No,
they were saying McGriddle. They was talking about this.
This right here.
Not this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that belt's
we talk about that Matt Griddle. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I actually like this one.
I do too. Even though it looks like a fucking woman's belt, it just, I don't know. It looks like Wonder Woman's belt.
Can't you just say I like it too, Zig?
The first time
he always
follow up a compliment.
I know. I'm sorry.
He tried.
I mean,
this man can't be a babyface to save his life, y'all.
I can't. I mean, because it's not in my nature. I don't run around with the cape on. Like I just
stand back,
hiking boots on and shit.
Not the Mickey.
Yeah.
Smackdown's going to 3 hours.
Wow.
Oh god.
Wow.
Motherfuckers start singing the damn hot dog song. Hot dog, hot
diggity dog.
I got the Thule.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Give me that. I got the heater. I'll show you something.
Yo, I just want to segue real quick. Y'all subscribe for y'all that's on YouTube. Thank y'all for being on the YouTube channel. Please subscribe. We are on the quest of 500. Quest of 500. So if you're on YouTube right now, or if you're on Facebook, go to YouTube, hit the subscribe button on the Hills for Life Wrestling Podcast channel, please. The The bro's trying to get the 500.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Damn it.
Paid. Really?
Cash a check.
Okay. So let's go to SmackDown real quick. Well, okay, first of all, do y'all want to? No, let's talk about this. Let me
What you got, bro?
Oh no!
I knew you were gonna bring this up. I knew it. I knew it was gonna be brought up.
Is that?
No, I don't talk about.
Is that Jim from Rough Riders?
No, the fuck it's not.
That shit. Oh man, I feel like I'm watching 106 in Park again.
Wow.
No.
Oh damn.
No, I really feel.
Lay of the evening.
I'm really digging this Joker gimmick. I really am. You know, green hair, the lipstick. Like I'm digging the.
He can't even say it with a straight face.
No,
he can't even say it.
No, don't play us like that, Chris. Don't play us like that. You trying? I know you trying. I know you trying.
He is holding it. He like, Lord, give me the strength.
Right.
It's Sunday. It's Sunday, please. It's Sunday.
She's on the verge of looking like the Riddler from Batman Forever.
I mean, yeah. Once again, I get the whole thing. I'm trying not to make fun of her in particular because like she's doing that because of her sister. But the problem is
Come on, give him a boost. Come on.
Spit it out.
I think she just need I think she just need a wig. I just really believe that she should get some super glue.
Some got to be glue?
And she should really just
not the gorilla glue.
Get a wig. Get it. No, not the gorilla glue. I'm not talking about do it permanently.
So Elmer's.
Yeah, just stitch it together. You know what I'm saying? Like stitch it together like an art project. You shimmy. You know,
the glue stick. Wow.
Yeah, just glue it down.
No, not the damn glue stick.
Because the last thing that I want her to do is look like Sasha Banks. You know, she's halfway bald headed anyway, and you know, and Sasha. I mean, she. Let's move on.
I'm done with you, T.O. I'm done. I'm gone. I'm gone. How dare you? What the fuck?
That's it. That's it. Wow.
Good evening, everybody. This is your friendly neighborhood enforcer from Hills of Life Wrestling Podcast. Here to give you some knowledge, some 4-on-1 on our Hill merch. So, if you go to hillsforlife.com, you see all the famous, get the flag here, you know, don't like the flag. We got aprons, we got cups. We also got tank tops for you muscle men out there. You know, there's some muscle men out there. You know, big boys. So pick up. Tank tops. If you're not a tank top person, we got a regular crew t-shirts. We got some female t-shirts too. Check it out. And if you are in the winter state, like Wisconsin, you know, shout out to Chris. We got those hoodies. Got those hoodies. Again, check out hillsforlife.com for all your Hill merch.
Y'all good?
Excuse me, everybody. I'm glad that we actually went to commercial.
Y'all good?
I literally had to. I had to literally get. I had to really take a piss because, like, I just.
Set a noise.
Hey, you said you had to go handle some business.
I said I had to take a piss. I didn't say I had to fuck.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
The fuck? Like, you know what? Let's okay. So, do y'all want to talk about SmackDown? Because, like, I mean, we got Charlotte, then some irrelevant bitches on here, whatever. If y'all want to go straight to the tribal chief, we can do that if y'all want to.
Yeah.
That save us some time. Okay, good.
Yeah, because the rest of the show is irrelevant. Yeah.
Actually, right. Exactly. Actually, okay. So let me just get rid of all this shit then. Okay. So, trial by combat. Excuse me. Tribal. Sorry. Okay. So, tribal combat. All right. People want to know like what it is, basically. So, at SummerSlam, it's going to be Roman Reigns defending his undisputed Matt Griddle championship, and also he putting his tribal chiefism against everything is going to be on the line. Yes, the Matt Griddle championship and his island of relevancy, or wherever the fuck that is. All of this is going to be aligned against Jey Uso. So it's winner take all. So basically what this is just a no holds bar match. That's basically what it is. And Roman, I guess, had a blah moment because like he was not informed that the elders. What are you doing? Okay, so I guess Roman had a blah moment because like Jay said like you didn't know none of this was going on, and you talk about the elders told you. He's like, yeah, they did.
He said it was their idea.
It was their idea.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh wow, that was disrespectful. I'm like, you supposed to be the head of the table, and yet they treated you like a side bitch. Like they didn't even tell you. Like, damn, like that was fucked up.
That's some mafia
like what he
shit.
should do is he should beat up the elders. That's what he should do. But Roman's not built like that. But whatever. But yeah, that's what's going on at SummerSlam. What you guys think?
I'll step up. So I watched it numerous times to read into the promo. So because it's one of those things that WWE wants you to read more into it. So you notice his reaction initially when he said it was tribal combat. It was kind of a little bit of worry, but then he kind of shook it off. He was like, you know what? He put the title in front of him. He was like, this don't mean nothing to me. He's like, let's go. And then Jay was like, this is tribal combat, Oos. And that's when Roman really got worried because he looked at the leg that was on his neck and realized that's on the line too. Another thing that I think he's worried about is because since it's tribal combat, and this goes for kind of like I'm a history, geography type dude or whatnot. Normally during like I was a history major in college, none too major, anything like that. College was too much, so I couldn't stick to it. But in most civilizations, like most tribal cultures, around the world, they have some sort of honor system when it comes to individuals having a dispute or issue with each other. And even though it's going to be no holds barred, I think the reason he was worried was because since it's under the premise of tribal combat, that means nobody can interfere. I think that's what they're going to get at. I think they may bring that up this Friday. I could be off on saying that, but I think that's why. Yeah, like it's like when they did the handshake and the forehead thing. That's part of the ritual. Like, all right, we finna go into tribal combat, which means there's an honor system that they both have to adhere to. That's why Roman stopped Solo from hitting him with the Samoan spike. There's an honor system they both have to adhere to. In the wrestling sense, the honor system is they can't engage with each other until it's time for tribal combat.
Okay. Nice breakdown. Appreciate it.
I like that breakdown.
Right, anybody else?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, Steve is right, man. I mean, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say real quick. I like the aspect of it because normally Roman would have been for Solo. Being the crap out of him. The fact that he stopped him, he was like, "Yo, like, nah, we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that." You know what I mean? Right. That shows the respect they have for their family. The respect that they have for their tribe and their tradition, and that's something that WWE is kind of like hinting and trying to show. It's kind of like making this bloodline story more relevant. Because people are like, "Oh, I'm tired of bloodlines, it's dragging on too much." Again, this gives another layer, especially with the younger cousins out there. The younger cousins out there putting work in the indies, so it just gives more layers to the story.
One question though, Solo is part of the family, right? So what? You didn't know the rules, bro? You just straight up trying to attack your older brother after he just told you this is tribal combat. He's about to spike the shit out of him. They just.
I got a theory on that. I got a theory on that too. I think Solo knows the rules, but he, to his mind, is bullshit. And I think he was reacting off of pure emotion. So I think he understood the premise of the tribal combat, but he's so pissed off at his brothers. He's like, fuck it. I'm going to take them out right now. I don't give a fuck about no tribal combat. Like
they got super kids.
I would love for the elders and other Samoan dynasties to show up during this shit. Like, if this is like, I want the tribe there.
It should be.
I want Alpha. Alpha Seeker, all of them.
I think they were trying to do that, but Rikishi got sick or something like that, and they never came back around to that. I don't know if y'all remember that.
No, but for SummerSlam, I want them to be.
For SummerSlam, it should be special. It should be. I mean, I think Stephen said this earlier. I think that the ring should be like tiki.
I think they enforce it.
Not like how we seen on Charlottesville. But I digress. Whatever. This is not that type of party. All right. I'm just saying that they should decorate the ring or whatever, and then have the elders sit on the ramp or whatever, or
I was about to say that too. Yeah, have them sit on the stage of the ramp or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, this is a big deal. This is going to determine who is going to be the next tribal chief. You know what I'm saying? And if they just do a regular match, I mean, it would be just pointless. So we're just basically saying, oh well, yeah, the elders said this. I'm like, okay, motherfucker, show your faces.
So
I was thinking more like that old school. Y'all remember Bloodsport when they fixed the ring for the Kumite for the final?
Yeah.
Something like that. Because going back to what Steven said, that handshake is an old school Maori. That is real throwback. That is, you got to be a historian to be into that. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see a Haka, if you see a Siva when them coming down to the ring. I think that would be dope, and I would love to see I don't know if it like one of them throwback school fights from back in the day at 3:00. You know what I mean? Where you had, you got so much animosity with this other person that nobody else is gonna jump in. It's just you and him, and if you get that crowd, hey, push you right back into the middle of it. Get into it.
I've seen that movie, by the way.
Yeah, because you got to remember, if Roman would have just sat there and let Solo attack him, especially because remember, the handshake was already done when Solo was going to do it. So anything could have went and happened before the handshake. But before the handshake was done, and they initiated tribal combat. That's why, symbolism. That's why Jey ripped up the contract. He's like, no, this is not on paper. This is in the blood. This is tribal combat. So anything before the handshake, shit could have just went down then. But after the handshake, Roman understood once that handshake happened, can no shady shit happen. Or I'm going to be disgraced by the elders. I'm going to be disgraced by the family. So that's why he stopped Solo. Because if he would have just let Solo do that, he would have been disgraced by the family. Because Solo is under his command. And under his command, he can't do nothing that would disgrace his name. It's a beautiful story. I'm hoping I'm on with it, but that would make the most sense in the world. It's really a beautiful dynamic. And Chris, I love your idea. You have them on stage. You have these chairs that the elders sit in or something like that. You have them sit on stage and overwatch this take place. Hell, have a storyline throughout the night. Have which one is Roman's father? It's Alpha, right?
Yeah.
Have Alpha and Rikishi have Alpha have a minor disagreement with Rikishi because both of their sons are involved in this. You can really build on this, make this special, make this meaningful.
I mean, if they really want to go out with a bang, it needs to be special. It can't be just another Smackdown or whatever. They've been building this shit for 3 years, and if this is Jey time, it has to be huge.
Right.
SummerSlam, they already saying SummerSlam is, I'm gonna read to y'all what I seen on newsfeed. So they're saying that SummerSlam is potentially going to be bigger than Wyndham Stadium in All In, which we know that is whatever.
Wait, because Ford Field can fit 80,000 people, right? Like Ford Field can fit 80.
Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah, because they was in Detroit before.
Yeah,
I believe.
For WrestleMania 20. What was it? 23.
Yeah, but they did exactly 80. They did
exactly 80.
Yeah, because they're trying to break the WrestleMania 3 record in that one.
Okay. Yeah. So what they're trying to do is they were trying to like. I'm just like, okay, this is about SummerSlam. Why in the fuck are we talking about AEW? You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, it's just so much bullshit with this. I don't get these writers sometimes. I'm just like, focus on SummerSlam. Why are you trying to compete with AEW? Because honestly, SummerSlam right now this year is special. I'm gonna tell you, this is one of the most special build-ups to SummerSlam in a very long time. Mm-hmm. This really reminds me of Highway to Hell. Highway to Hell, SummerSlam '98 was special. Yeah. Was dope. You know, that was one of my favorite ones.
You just touched my heart when you said that, because I love that one. That could always to Madison Square Garden.
I mean, because like, if you really look at it, if you look at the graphics of Highway to Hell, it was like everything was like on fire. Now, if you look at it going to Detroit, you see thunderstorms, you see like nothing but carnage and destruction and shit. It's similar to Highway to Hell in '98. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait. I wanted to go to Detroit, but I'm like, listen, nigga, I don't got no.
No, I seen the plane tickets from down here, brother. Them things were like 500 round trip. I'm like, nah. But like, I agree with you, man. Like SummerSlam, because what we have now, and like I said on past episodes, this is the most y'all probably done heard us have positive words of the WWE product in a while, because they've been on more often than not this year on their premium live events. They have been on it. They have been on top of it. And SummerSlam, I think what's going to make SummerSlam special, like you said, is you got programs that have stories behind it, interesting stories at that. So you have the potential to be an interesting SummerSlam. So they have to deliver on all fronts and just go full force with it.
This is the first PLE they have in the United States
this year.
Yeah,
in months.
It could be the biggest. The biggest of all time. That's what they're saying, which I still think that they're lying, because, like, you know, All In is coming around in August or whatever. But whatever. But T.O., you said I think you wanted to say something.
When it comes into regard of SummerSlam, Big Four, right? Mm-hmm. Big Four. Mm-hmm. Last few SummerSlams been real shaky, and you're right, the WWE have been on a great tear, but you know, at the same time, they're known for starting off hot at times and then falling flat. So in order for this to continue to be hit, yes, the storylines are there. We've been missing the storylines. We've been missing the build-ups. Now that we have it, what comes after? You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Everybody's thinking about the short ball. Everybody's thinking about the short game. Nobody's thinking about the long term. So everybody's booking on 40 being Roman and Cody, right? How did we get there? How did we get there if Cody's over there getting thrown around like Adam 22's wife? You know what I mean? Like how? No, but seriously, but like, how do we get there if the bloodline story is still this strong? How can we sit there and put down a back burner to build up Cody versus Roman? You know what I mean? And that's something that a lot of people are. I'm saying that we are, but a lot of people are ignoring that fact. How do we get there? You know what I mean? Now Bray Wyatt's coming in. You know what I mean? They dropped the ball with him coming back. How does that work? I mean, it feels good right now, but at the same time, it's scary.
Here's the thing I want to.
What's scary to me right now is basically what you just said, T.O. and Steven too. I used to love the Fiend. I love the Firefly Funhouse. Bray Wyatt coming in and attacking either Jey or Roman just ruins everything.
Yeah, and I think they really need to stay away from that. Like, if Roman does come out on top and Bray Wyatt's come out and attack him, then that would make sense. Like, after the match, that would make sense. But to attack Jey wouldn't really make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to erase the mistakes. I mean, the mistakes has already been made. I'm like, you had people that were supposed to be in Y6 are no longer in the company. One got pregnant. One said that they're not listening to Vince, and that was the puppet and Sister Abigail or whatever, and that's not happening anymore. So now we, and the other one went on vacation, or we haven't heard from Uncle Coffin Drop.
Yeah.
Uncle
Darby. He said he coffin dropping them folks.
Coffin
Yo, wow. I do want to say this though, man. I like the way that you explained that so eloquently, T.O. That's one thing they have to avoid. I feel like that with this whole tribal combat premise and the premise that nobody can interfere from either side is that this is the end. This is the end. With Roman winning. Roman wins, no help, no solo, no wise man, nobody. Once Roman wins, this is it. That's what this symbolizes.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, will this be the complete end of the bloodline? Once this is done, he gotta move on to other challenges. This story is over. This is the end of the bloodline, right?
But see, here's the thing. Like, it's what you just said. Like, what is going to happen? Because they haven't really, other than the Judgment Day, what else have they built?
But that's what I was about to say. Because just like y'all episode last week, life after Roman. This also goes for if he still had the title. Because what kind of storylines you gonna have for him as champion now? Mm-hmm. All he been living through is bloodline. Mm-hmm. If you do that, if you do bring in Bray Wyatt, there is a story there, because this is how the whole thing started. When Roman came back, he attacked the Fiend and Braun Strowman. But if he come back, he go after Cody, make no sense. If you go come back and go after Jey, don't make no sense. If he come back and go after Brock Lesnar, it makes sense, but Brock don't want to work with him, so it's not gonna happen. So you gotta make sense. You gotta be prepared for what's gonna happen, because you got a long way from August to April.
I got what they're gonna do in between. I got it. This is what they're gonna do, because he's not gonna be at Payback, right? And he's not gonna be on the pay-per-view after that. What's the next major pay-per-view after that? Survivor Series. There's already rumors out that they're gonna do a bragging rights type thing. That's gonna be the theme this year for Survivor Series. Instead of doing a bragging rights pay-per-view, they're just gonna call it Survivor Series bragging rights. So you already know who that means that he's gonna face off against. Yes, and Zig doing the facial reaction.
Nah, bro. No, I need you to say that again.
They might. From what I'm hearing, they're not bringing War Games back. Instead, it's gonna be bragging rights. So that means you already know what that means. You already know that means he's gonna face off against the World Heavyweight Champion, which people are banking on who is gonna be at the time, Seth Rollins.
So you tell me all these interviews that Seth doing pretty much setting up this Survivor Series match.
Exactly, possibly.
It could be kayfabe, yeah. It could be kayfabe.
But you know what? If they do that, all they doing is recycling, because it's the same shit they did with Charlotte and Becky Lynch.
And you're diminishing that World Heavyweight
the whole year, and they had to exchange the titles and all that ugly shit, and then they had to face each other in Survivor Series. Mm-hmm. So now Seth Rollins, if that's how it's going, then now you're just telling me that all this shit he's talking is just planting the seeds for that match in Survivor Series.
Now let's talk about this, and then we'll talk about. We're not going to talk about we're just going to talk about AEW as a whole. We're not. not going to like break it
down. You want to talk about LA Knight?
Yeah, let's talk about LA Knight and then talk about a little bit about AEW. AEW.
Yeah.
So LA Knight. LA Knight has been the topic for the last month or so. Currently, and this is my point of view, that man is being buried. Now, according to reports, they said that Vince McMahon actually likes LA Knight, but in the past, he said that he sounds too much like Dwayne Johnson. He doesn't want him on the WWE roster because he sounds too much like The Rock. So I don't believe a goddamn word that Vince says. I don't believe a goddamn word that Triple H says because every time he lies, his nose get bigger. But I digress. So
So he Pinocchio.
He's basically Pinocchio.
No, his shit get wide. It don't get long. It get wide.
It gets wider. Yeah, I'm telling
we
you.
We all know what color Vince loves, like green. And,
yes, very much so. But then at the same time, if you like that green, then why you haven't been building any stars?
Because Vince is bipolar. Bipolar by meaning he can love you 1 second and then forget about you the next second. He's old and senile as fuck. Remember, there was one time he liked Gunther, right? But then later, like not even weeks later, there was talks to him possibly sending Gunther back to NXT and then possibly trying to somehow get him out the company in the next second. So Vince, he's bipolar when it comes to who he like and who he don't like. He can like you in one breath, and then in the next breath, not even 2 days later, he's like, oh, wait, no, I never liked that guy. But you said it yesterday. No, I don't remember that. Whatever it is, get him out the way.
Yeah, same person that said that he doesn't watch NXT, but then rebuild NXT. But I digress. Whatever.
Don't even get me started on that NXT thing.
But that's another subject for a different day.
Yeah.
I even had this conversation with Chris. I think it was yesterday, where they kind of booked themselves with a can't go wrong with LA Knight though, in a way. Now you got Santos going up against Ray. Whoever wins that match is gonna go over on Austin Theory. So if Santos turns on Ray, LWO remains relevant because they have Ray as their figurehead. Because what I told Chris was like, LWO without Rey Mysterio is basically Hit Row without Swerve. Like it's equivalent. And another thing too, if Santos turns on Ray, LA Knight gets the face run, and all problems are solved. Now, if Ray wins, Ray beats Theory, technically LA Knight is still a heel. So he could take the belt and win again and be fine. So either which way, they kind of you can't lose.
Crossroad with him.
So you're saying there's more than one way to get to the end game.
And the internet will be happy because LA Knight has a belt, and everybody.
This will be the second time Ray get booed. This will be the second time Ray get booed.
He does,
and it's not his fault.
It's not his fault. He's gonna get booed.
I can't stand that enchilada. Like I can't stand him.
You don't like Ray?
Enchilada?
I can't stand him.
No.
I don't like. Yeah, you know, cause like, listen. You know, I don't like baby faces. No offense to you, Ziggy. Love you. I do. I love your beard. But I don't like enchiladas. I don't like Ray. I don't like how he smiles. I don't like his face. I don't like him. He is the ultimate superhero. Like, I'm just like, bro, stay fucking retired.
That's because he's been babyface for 22 years. He ain't been a heel since. He ain't been a heel since since like 2000, 2001.
And that didn't last.
I don't count that shit.
That didn't last long, bro.
Was that
talking about the filthy animal stage? That right? It really didn't.
He was only here for like 2 weeks, like a damn fucking paycheck, and then he turned back babyface and shit. So
he had the two little horns.
Yeah,
little devil horns and shit.
I remember that. Going to the ring with Tigress and shit.
All right.
I mean, I'm not counting that shit. That shit was for Halloween Havoc. Anyway, okay. But did anybody else have anything to say about LA Knight before we go to AEW?
With LA Knight, this the situation here. Remember, he found the picture.
Hey, that's what I do. Just to add
add context.
to what y'all saying.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you gotta add context. You're right. A lot of people might not know that reference. We're
Conan.
First of all,
Conan looks like daddy. I mean, for real.
With the whole LA Knight thing, this kind of goes back to something that was said in the beginning. I can't remember who brought it up about how talent that leaves. Matter of fact, Chris, I think you brought it up. How when talent leaves, they go elsewhere, then they come back. I think you and Enforcer touched on it. Is how they get shitted on when they come back because Vince a petty motherfucker and you don't forget.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't remember LA Knight was a member of WWE back in 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
He was a member. I think he was under his real name, Sean Richter.
He was in WWE Performance Center.
Yeah.
And this is how.
Oh, this was before my time.
Yeah, this is the thing about that. If you don't mind me continuing, bro. This is
go ahead.
He was doing Stone Cold impersonations and shit in the Performance Center. So they already knew that he sounded like Stone Cold and Rock already.
Isn't he using the people's elbow? Isn't he using like a version of the people's elbow?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
I was just saying that earlier.
Someone put a video out when Rock played them out, and all this shit. So he already said it. He admitted it. He said, "Yo, I do what the people I watch. I watch Stone Cold and The Rock." He admitted it. But the thing is, Vince don't like. You said you listen to the fans. These fans are going crazy. They don't know. They don't. Some of these fans only watch highlights of what we know about The Rock and all. Just like there's fucking people that don't know how good Michael Jordan was. All they saw was highlights and shit.
Right.
What they know about LeBron. So if you got something high and you're supposed to be building stars for the future instead of trying to lean on motherfuckers that have been in for 20 years and getting injured, or they are 20-year vets but they can't go as they used to go. Take advantage of this situation.
Right. But here's gonna lead to my next point. So he left. Now, mind you, he got fired because of the same reason they're bringing up now, quote unquote, bad attitude problems and all this and that, because he got into it with a coach.
Wow.
So he got
them up.
Yeah, he got into it with Bill DeMott. Yeah, he got into it. Yeah, he got into it with Bill DeMott, who Bill DeMott got into it with everybody. So they fired him. Yeah. So he went to the Indies. He went to Impact, NWA, became a star, became Eli Drake.
That's what I was just about to ask y'all.
Yeah, but see, now this is let me cook on this because it's gonna make sense once I come full circle with it. So Triple H hires him. He becomes LA Knight in NXT. He gets over in NXT during the dying days of Black and Gold. He becomes LA Knight. You know how Vince is. If it's a creation he didn't make himself, he's gonna kill it. So what happens? He brings him up to the main roster. Instead of him being LA Knight, he's Max Dupree, all up on motherfuckers like this and shit, talking in their face, talking about my maximum male models and titillating all this and that. July of last year, what happens? Vince McMahon retires. What does Triple H do? He slowly but surely turns Max Dupree back to LA Knight. What happens months later? Vince McMahon comes back.
Wow. Ziggy's all
what a hell of a change. He got so much hair. Oh my god.
Thank you for the graphics, Ziggy. Is helping with the storytelling.
Thank you.
So
right.
Vince comes back and he sees all the decisions Triple H made. What is one of the things he sees? Oh, you're not Max Dupree or LA Knight. Who's this LA Knight guy? This is me speculating on the second part. What I'm getting at is the reason why LA Knight is being buried is because if he let this LA Knight get big, that's Vince basically admitting that he failed at something. A creation of his is not succeeding. It's a Triple H creation that's succeeding. So what he's going to do, he's going to bury something that he did not create. That's why I think the LA Knight push is not happening.
He got a goddamn history of doing that shit for fucking many years.
Exactly.
It's the same question that I asked last week. Now, is LA Knight over because of us, the hardcore fans who followed him from Impact to NWA to WWE now and want to see him succeed? Or is he over with the casual fan who's just cheering because they like to say yeah?
I think he's over with both.
I'm about to say that's like he was stuck in the middle.
But he's not over with the machine.
Exactly.
The machine just do not want to push him because he sounds like somebody else. But then that's being a hypocrite. Hold on. That's being a hypocrite because you're putting gimmicks on current superstars that do not need somebody else's gimmick or don't need somebody else's finisher. Kevin Owens do not need a fucking Stone Cold Stunner. Why?
It's two reasons with that. Kevin Owens' finisher used to be the cradle power driver. You know how and
the power bomb.
Right. You know how that can be unsafe with a lot of people. Like some people are scared to take the Styles Clash, so that they told AJ to do the fucking phenomenal forearm. You know. When he did the power bomb, I think it's something about his back or something. Because he was injured most of the time after that WrestleMania, that empty WrestleMania match. His ass decided to jump off the sign to Seth Rollins. He was injured most of that time. So Steve Austin gave him permission after the podcast. They did, hey, you use my stunner, but you're not using it as a finisher. What's up with that? He said, well, can I use it as a finisher? Stone Cold said, yeah. So now he's a finisher. He had respect to ask Stone Cold, can't use it as a finisher. That's the only reason he's doing it, because injuries. Because he only uses it as a setup now. He don't use it as a finisher no more. Like to put people through tables and shit.
I want to touch up on El Jefe said, the main question he asked is he over with the casuals or he's over with the hardcore fans? And just like all y'all said, that damn Max Dupree. But the answer to the question, like all y'all said, he's over with both. But here's the killing part. The fact that he's over with the casuals is what's going to make it worse on him, because all that does is pisses Vince McMahon off even more, because something that he tried to create did not get over, and that this man got himself over with this LA Knight character.
Now, just by you saying that, there's the history about Vince right there. He gonna allow it to happen. He's gonna allow it to happen. A la Zack Ryder, a la Daniel Bryan. He's gonna allow it to happen. But when it gets where we want it, he gonna slip that carpet. He did it. Zack Ryder was over by himself. Was it Long Island IZ? All that shit on YouTube. Internet title. He got the US
They took his ideas. They took everything from him. He's the reason why they're big on social media was because of Zack Ryder.
Right. He got the US title. He got over. What happened after that? They just took it from him. Blah blah. Daniel Bryan. Now count that he was getting injured and stuff, but they didn't believe him as the world heavyweight title anyway. But they gave it to us anyway.
Right.
But they kept working on what he needed to get work on, which was his neck. So who they gonna put in the match with that does a neck move? Kane. You just go tombstone you here, tombstone you there, tombstone you everywhere, and then you can go do your surgery. But we're gonna take those belts out your hands. So just get them to us so we get John Cena or somebody. If you get yourself over, they gonna be pissed off, but they gonna take the green. They gonna take the money from it. But after they get enough money off it, they gonna put you back on the shelf. They gonna put you back in catering a little bit. Hey, just eat the salad while we get somebody else over.
I want to hear what T.O. got to say. I want to hear what he got to say about this.
So we're gonna go to T.O. and then we're gonna go to AEW, and then we'll go to
with him being this over. I mean, remember, Kevin Nash had something to say about it. Kevin Nash had something to say about it, and Kevin was not happy with it. So how is he fully over? I guess you are fully over when you get the positive and the negative reactions. I can get the positive and negative reactions, but in the same sense, I mean, is this like you said, it's going to hurt him in the long run?
I think so, because like I said before, I feel like that with Vince McMahon seeing that he's getting over, and that is he's getting over with something that he did not create. He's gonna have sour grapes, and he's gonna do whatever he can to kill it. Like, he's gonna be pissed off because it's not a creation of his. This would be I'll put it like this: this would be a whole different discussion if we were still talking about Max Dupree. If Max Dupree was over like LA Knight was, we wouldn't even be having this discussion because the trigger would have already been pulled. But because it's not Max Dupree and it's LA Knight, that's why we're having this discussion right now.
And no,
all right,
I'm gonna say, and they're not stupid either, because they're gonna keep on bringing them out on Smackdown just to get the microphone and get reaction.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, they're gonna, yeah.
So, let's move on to. I'm not trying to rush y'all. It's just like we're like short on time though. So, blood and guts. So, blood and guts. First, we see this. We see a dance off. Okay.
Hey, yo.
And, you know, I didn't get the other one though, but yeah, we got that. I'm not gonna lie to you, MJF and Adam Cole. Whoever turns on whoever, it's gonna be fucking epic. Jungle Boy,
Jack Perry
versus Hook. I'm just not sold on Jack Perry.
Even though somebody check on All Star.
Even though he won, no, I think he'll feel me on this.
He just dropped
and if All Star feels if he feels raw about it, he knows where to find me in Brooklyn. Woo! Because I'll say it directly in his face.
Hey, hold on.
And my energy doesn't. Hold on. My energy doesn't change, but I will just say this about Luke Perry or whatever. So the issue is that you got some gay ass music. Beethoven, really? Like, what? What?
But you understand how much money he had to probably pay for that?
Once again, gay ass music. Like, this is the most stupid fucking music I've ever. You telling me that you couldn't go to Jim Johnson and get a decent track? You have to go and get motherfucking Beethoven.
That TK money.
Nothing says here like Beethoven shit.
Money is
shit
crazy.
Doesn't even fit him.
That Tony Khan money is crazy.
That's super long. Do you know how expensive that is to have Beethoven's Fifth as your theme song?
You really spend daddy's money on
to get Beethoven?
That's more than 50 of them niggas' paychecks. That's all I'm saying, man. Like,
but I mean, you really I mean, listen, you are really like stroking your ego right now. Like, I could buy anything. And so, but you brought Beethoven. I said that's some expensive fucking money to buy Beethoven. But
that is just lazy as fuck, bro.
Beethoven is public domain. Oh, that would explain it all. Then
I was just about to say that.
It has been a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, they said Beethoven, Mozart, and Wagner are part of the free domain stuff. It's free to copy, distribute, adapt, and perform in public. So
wait, is it because there's no like next to kin to be able to get rights for that music or something like that?
I just googled it too. That's crazy. I'll shut up.
Yeah,
I know that.
I mean, it still don't fit him, but still,
it does not fit him. And I'm like, who in the back told him to come out to Beethoven? Not like, bro, it doesn't even fit you. It don't fit you at all.
Actually, it's free domains, turd.
Wow.
Actually, I'm just
so let's not forget the video that he did before the damn music came on. So
I'm thinking we're about to get something epic.
Yeah.
It's no more Jungle Boy. He's just Jack Perry.
I need him to go back being a fan.
Well, like Chris was saying, they was playing this cutscene at the beginning, like he was burying his old gimmick in the desert, which you thought. I mean, he was Jungle Boy. You would thought he would bury it in the jungle, but you know, I digress. Is that how it goes?
Thank you.
Thank you.
All of a sudden, he doesn't know how to say it. All of a sudden,
thank you.
But you,
like, I don't know.
You bury yourself like you fucking goddamn on Darby Allin. You do one of his movie cut scenes, burying yourself. You come out to Beethoven, and you go after the unrecognized belt. You won the unrecognized belt.
That's y'all boy. Y'all like John.
That's All-Star. That's All-Star boy. That's his boy.
Congratulations, because I think congratulations because Taz didn't say not one word. I thought he was gonna curse the whole damn night.
Yeah, he sold it. I will give him props on that. He sold it.
That's about it. Taz was pissed.
Here for it. I'm here for the energy. I want to talk to All-Star in person about this because I think we're having an
somebody needs to record that. That needs to be like a.
I'm gonna record it.
Listen. Hey,
he didn't force
Tone, when you're there and recording, it has to be like one of those cut scenes that they do. You know what I mean? Like it has to be like one of those cut scenes. So you gotta, yes, you have to like chop and screw that shit.
Hold on, can we not gloss over the fact that Hook got his first pinfall loss? I mean, that's to me that's bigger than the title.
Once again, gay as fuck.
What's this?
So
what's wrong? I can say it.
So wait. So his first loss.
Of course you can say it, but look, like, yes, he won a title. A title in quotations.
Hey, put some respect on it. Yeah, Taz,
I mean, bro, like, how the fuck you gonna get? How can you get happy about a title that's not even an official belt in AEW?
I guess at this point you can almost say it's like a version of the European Championship, like a second.
Wow.
I'm just saying they got the graphic for it saying FTW Championship. They got a record.
Put the green letter. Put the green letter.
You telling me?
He just treated Ziggy like Meg. Shut up, Ziggy.
Wait, time out.
Yeah, man, it just rolls off, bro. I got tough skin. It's cool, bro. I'm the baby face. We could.
So you're telling me really? That Taz, the human suplex machine's son, got his ass whooped by Archie's dad. By Archie's dad's son. May rest in peace. Luke Perry from 91210, and that's like why? You Taz's son. Taz is your daddy.
He got beat by a nigga that came out to Beethoven. That is really, really, really.
Did Luther come out to Beethoven?
He might as well dress up as
But see, this is what it needs to lead to. It needs to lead to, one, Jack Perry somehow being better as a heel, and two, with that loss, this needs to this is supposed to kick off the transition of Hook into a real killer. Be more like your dad was in ECW. Beat me if you can, survive if I let you. You're not really a babyface or a heel. You don't give a fuck about any and everybody. You one deep, you solo like you zero from Houston, Texas. Like, that's what he needs to be like. We need that energy from him.
So I have a question. I have a question for you. I have a question. So who's more a believable heel, Dom or Jack Perry?
Dom.
Neither one.
No,
Dom,
you have to
definitely.
pick one. You have to pick
no,
one.
I'm not. No, I don't see.
I would say
it's like I'm not. Hold
I got you.
Let me get him real quick because he said that I need to listen. I have a choice. I'm not picking neither one of them. I'm not doing that game. And the reason why I'm not going to pick neither one of them has a punchable face. That's why people want him to go. He got go away heat, okay? The other motherfuckers just don't got balls at all. But if I had to choose, it would be Dom.
Why gotta say his name like that? Dom.
He emptied the clip. He emptied the clip. All them shots went everywhere just to say
goddamn, all over the goddamn place.
What you got, Chris? What you got for us, bro?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good.
Anybody else got anything else for this segment?
The ending of Blood and Guts sucked.
Man,
yeah.
That was
I was about to say.
A cluster.
It was 2 bags of ass. 2 bags of ass.
Wait, do you got the video? Please tell me somebody got the video. That shit was a 2-bag ass.
What about the Mortal Kombat spikes?
But look, I'm gonna explain it. Like, enforcer, me, like pretty much all of us in here that watched old school like war games. I'm talking about like NWA war games, WCW type war games. Because the premise of those is supposed to be the same premise in this match, right? Where the only way it ends is by either surrendering or submission or whatever the rules is. You had two motherfuckers leave the match.
That's a forfeit.
It's a forfeit.
Thank you, T.O. That's the point. That's a forfeit. That's basically you conceding. That's you giving up. So why did the match not end?
Then you force
because AEW doesn't know how to follow rules.
You're forced another storyline in the match. Like, where did the fuck the Pac
just to get Pac over and Casanoli on
Ring of Honor
for Dishonor, yeah.
Which I heard that match was trash anyway, so I'm glad I didn't watch.
It was all over the place.
Yo, but no, there were some crazy spots in that match though. There were some crazy spots in the match.
The power slam to the table. That's
yeah. I seen
can we talk about?
No. I'm talking about that combo that Claudio did when he I'll send it to you. He had like a combo, and he turned into the neutralizer. That shit was clean. She was clean.
Ibushi looked so lost, bro. He looked lost.
He didn't know what to do.
Yes, Ty, yes. He looked so bloated. Like, I'm like,
bro, oh, thank goodness. I thought I was the only one that noticed that because I was like,
the food in Canada.
I'm like, bro.
Because, bro, I was over here like, and then I'm going to say pause before this, but I'm like, bro, like, where the abs at? Pause.
He missed.
Hey, what got me though? What pissed
like
me off about his entrance?
Daddy bod.
What pissed me off about his entrance is your team is getting an ass kicked, and you coming out there. Your team is getting their ass kicked.
Who that remind you of?
Your boys are getting whooped, and you come out there.
Wait, hold on. So,
wait, Zig did the other guy that did that shit. You coming out there?
Why do everybody do that? They come
Megan stomped out and jump on the ring.
I don't understand how you just going to just walk slowly or whatever. I mean, T.O. is more in shape than Dakota or Dakota Bushi. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm just not. Or Dakota Bushi, whatever the fuck his name is. Dakota, whatever.
You know what he doing?
These guys, Toyota, where the fuck his name is.
This motherfucker said Toyota.
Wow.
He said, chill out.
Let me repack my dip real quick. This motherfucker said Toyota. He's gonna call himself a Prius.
It is one thing I'm gonna give Kota Ibushi. One thing when he hit Takesha, that shit sounds.
That was a clean. That was a live round. That was a live
round. I mean, everybody else got a nice palm. He punched the shit out of his neck.
Man, fuck all that, man. Like, Daddy Bod came out there and just like, I'm gonna take my time, hit you, and I'm gonna hit you, and I'm gonna hit you because I'm a Gold Ranger. You know, and it's just like, no, we're not doing this today. Bro, why the fuck you coming out there with Daddy Bod energy?
I'm done with him.
I mean, Tony probably paid him good, so he ain't good. I guess I don't know.
The airport food.
I'm sorry to say this. If Alex is in the fight, right? If I was in the fight, and then Chris comes out, fucking, this is like,
what's Daniel Garcia.
Guys? Hey, I'm here. What's going on?
Don't forget the crown.
Like, yo, hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
No, that's fucked up. No, because I can picture all of us getting jumped by some marks or some shit, and then Chris supposed to come in and say the day, and instead of just rushing to the fight, he's stopping by every motherfucker standing there talking about, but I digress.
Shaking hands and kissing babies and all that.
Then before he get into the fray, he's gonna be like, "It's a great day in Zamunda." No, it's not. We getting our asses whooped. Come help us.
Yo, it's literally it was literally like, yo, your best friend is getting his ass kicked, and you're over there just walking. No,
and I
you haul ass down there and you get into the mix.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I mean, because like I said, I just got my nails done, got my hair cut, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to get like, blood like all over me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't sacrifice my whole day to fight your battles, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not me. I'm pretty as fuck with a big nose, you know what I'm saying? With the I Digress shirt on. I'm not gonna come out there and fuck this shit up. Like, I paid $50 for this fucking shirt. Plus I got this hat yesterday. I'm coming down. I'm coming down to the ring to look pretty. Then I'm gonna fuck somebody up. You know what I'm saying?
Ziggy's face is bugging me out right now.
I'm just listening.
I mean,
I'm just listening.
Ziggy, this is what I talk about right here. Ziggy, this is what I talk about. Your ass do the sneaky shit.
Chris was giving his rebuttal. We'll just listen.
Okay.
See, the thing is, like, he's not used to this shit because he like to put out fires. I don't put out fires. The fires is going to keep burning until I decide to water it down.
Yeah, okay, but then the ending with Wheeler being the fucking sacrificial lamb again.
Get choked out.
Listen,
what that means for Wheeler Yuta or Moxley because he surrendered.
In a blood and guts match, you just made the most hardcore motherfucker on your roster look like a bitch.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
So
because it was Moxley was the one that surrendered, right?
Right. So
yes, he was. He threw it. He gave the red towel. He threw the red towel.
So my thing is this: this is y'all the Blackpool Combat Club. Y'all forged in blood, right? But you surrendered, and you just told William, we don't surrender for nobody, but you surrendered for William Euler getting choked out.
But see, this leads me to an idea.
Is there punishment for John Moxley, or is it punishment for Wheeler Yuta?
But see, this where I got an idea. You have Wheeler Yuta be mad at Moxley. You have him be mad at it.
Yeah,
that would make sense. Because think about it.
You're Wheeler Yuta.
Yeah, Wheeler like look, I was like, because like he wasn't gonna give up. Clearly, he didn't give up. He wasn't gonna give up.
He was gonna see a dead body in the ring.
Yeah. So Wheeler's gonna be like, you see, I was gonna die for this shit, and what you do, you surrender like a little bitch.
Hey, that's what I would. That would have been the kind of energy I would have if I was Wheeler Yuta. If I was writing the show.
That's how it should be written, just like that. It should be written just like that. You need to call him a bitch.
That's how you elevate Wheeler Yuta.
There you go.
Exactly. That's how you elevate him. Because one, we seen with our own eyes, he's tough than a motherfucker because he wasn't gonna give up. And two, you have your biggest star in the company, Bart, because he is their biggest star, elevate Wheeler Yuta. And that's how you do it.
You gotta stand for something, right?
But we got this. This is how it all started too. Remember the match that got Wheeler Yuta in the Blackpool Combat Club was against Moxley.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna go on to. I am going to skip. Ring of Honor just don't deserve any recognition or anything. Wow. I'm just sorry. We're just gonna just pass on. Collision this week, another banger. Like another banger. Ricky Starks just gives me life. And then when CM Punk came out or whatever to confront Ricky Starks about like, you know, what he did about him cheating to win or whatever, you know, he was just like, hey, like I get that you had to cheat to beat me. And then he went up the ramp, and then Ricky he had like something like he had a Gucci bag or something like that. He told everybody wanted to ask like, okay, what do you have in the bag, whatever. He told, I just wanted to buy it because I'm rich and shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit was hilarious. So then when CM Punk was going up the ramp or whatever, he said, hold on. He said, I mean, my bag is just as empty as your bag up there. He was like,
that red bag you carry around.
This man turned around and went back. He was like, first of all, I'm the real world's champion. And then here come Christian, and then here comes all these other, like him and fucking Dragonzord in battle mode and shit. Like I'm not understanding like Dragonzord and battle him up, bro. Like, why in the fuck another man is holding your title?
That crowd was so
but
confused.
He looked fire though. His outfit was fire.
That crowd was so confused. Yeah, that's the Ricky we've been waiting for a long time, low key.
Yeah.
But that crowd was so confused. They didn't know whether to cheer, who to cheer, who to boo. Like they just looked.
So I was gonna say that because me being from Newark, I was gonna say that because last time y'all was in Newark, y'all said fuck CM Punk in unison. This time it was kind of half and half, but y'all still was saying CM Punk. So I'm like, okay, we love him again. What's going on here? But
I don't know that
Ricky Starks been had it.
Jersey. What do you expect?
No. That's not all Jersey. Fuck you. Everybody say that. but Ricky Starks already he been had it, and he was a better heel than a fucking face anyway.
Very much so.
I don't know. I mean, understand why they put him as face because he was getting more attention as that FTW champion, but his promos was always on point. So for him to come at CM Punk like he did, not surprising at all. But
you shouldn't have ever came at Ricky like that.
But what we
like you deserve?
What we gonna get from it? What's gonna be the build up to this match?
So my whole thing is, I think more importantly, what is going to happen with that world championship that we can't see? You know, I mean, are we getting a new title on Collision since he's a Collision guy? You know, so like, why they just don't have a world title?
I think that would be a bad idea.
Why?
Why do they need a second world title? Then, what is the one thing that most people say? Right, the number one reason why they watch AEW. What is the number one reason y'all watch AEW? What's the main reason that everybody says?
Because it's great. It's the greatest thing ever.
Pro wrestling
in pro wrestling history.
Tone just hit it. I mean, y'all have great reasons too, but Tone just hit the number one reason. It's not WWE. It's different from WWE. So if you have another world title on there, then you're crawling into WWE territory.
I mean, but the same thing could be said about Impact Wrestling because they had like two titles at the same time. So is that being like WWE?
You talking about like I didn't like it when Impact did it. You talking about when they had the GFW and the Impact title at the same time? I didn't like that shit either.
I don't watch Impact Wrestling, so like, I mean, I'm just.
When Moose had the original TNA title, he said he was the real world champion.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Well,
yeah. I didn't like it on there either. Like I'm fair across the board. Like I didn't like it on there either.
My thing is with AEW is that they already have too many belts on TV anyway. If it's your first time watching AEW, every single person that come out got a belt on, whether it's from some independent company, whether it's from some other promotion. They got the Owen Hart tournament. They got a belt. So it's just like too many belts.
Yeah, now they got too many belts. They got way too many.
What they should do is, if you're bringing a belt from another company, you should not bring it out on TV.
Yeah, they can have the graphic with you saying, yeah, I see what you're saying, Tone. I agree.
And yet, not to change the subject, but your heavyweight champion is going for a tag team title.
Right.
Which, wow. And they're supposed to have that next week on Collision. But yeah, let's go to the world, the AEW World Trio Championship. This okay.
That keep her around the world.
Let me show y'all how this started.
No. That was a live round.
He knew that man's about to say another Dominic joke, and he said, "Oh no, fuck you will not."
Exactly,
buddy.
Not tonight.
That boy V trigger straight to the face.
Somebody said that. I'm sorry. I read on Twitter. Somebody said that Buddy is the new Adam 22.
Damn. That's facts. Is it bad that I rewatched that video like an unhealthy amount of times because
I
that shit was
did.
that
He
funny?
was ready. Yes, Ken, he was ready.
It was
He was
hilarious.
ready for that motherfucker. He said, "No, not today, motherfucker. You ain't talking shit to this week."
That was on site.
I mean, knee to the fucking face, dude. I said, "Damn, we was watching." We were all watching, Collision together, and I'm just like, "Damn."
Did Bowens still go into the crowd and do his thing?
Yeah, he went right past Bowens and Billy Gunn.
Past him. He said, "No, I'm about to get your nigga right now. I got to get him real quick." So
Damn it, now I want to go back and watch it again like 10 more times. That shit it gets funnier every time I watch it.
It gets funnier.
Yeah, he did. Go back to it. He's right there with the kids. So when he got to get ready to set up and say, he did that. He went right past Billy Gunn and him, and just the cameraman was never ready.
And then after the match, how about to say Aleister Black, but Malachi Black and Brody Lee said something in Billy Gunn's ear. I don't know what happened, but this is the last thing that we seen at the end of that match. I don't know if he's retiring. I mean, I don't know, but this has been, if he is retiring, hell of a run. Love Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn is he's a pioneer. Like, he's responsible
been wrestling
for
since '89. Since '89.
Yeah, exactly. Since '89. And you know what's crazy? I got a Billy Gunn story that I heard about on like interviews and stuff like that. Like, I forgot, it was a shoot interview I was watching, and they were talking to somebody that used to work with WWE. I can't remember quite who it was, but somebody asked Vince McMahon if there was one wrestler that he could have pushed to the top, like truly pushed to the top or something like that, who would it have been? And he was like, it's that damn Billy Gunn, because people got to remember Billy Gunn is a fucking athlete, fucking super athlete. I think there's a story out there where he had a foot race with somebody in like some heavy ass boots and dusted his ass. I would like to say it was The Rock, but I'm not sure. But he had a foot race against somebody and dusted his ass in some heavy ass like cowboy boots. Like, dude's a fucking athlete. One of the most underrated guys you could have had.
There you go.
Man, I felt like he could have been the world champion at one point in time, especially during the 98-99 year run. But they tried and it didn't work.
No. I wouldn't go that far.
Speaking of go ahead.
I was gonna say, when he won King of the Ring, that was supposed to be the moment.
Speaking of The Rock,
Uh-oh.
I didn't know The Rock was related to Orlando Jordan.
Say what now?
You heard what I said.
Really?
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, on his daddy's side, the one that he doesn't acknowledge his blackness, he is related to Orlando Jordan. And do you know what The Rock said? He said, "Keep him away from me."
Ooh.
Because I guess like at that time, him and his father was beefing or whatever. And yeah, I didn't know this. I didn't know this until today when I was doing our TikTok feed today. And someone mentioned that about Orlando Jordan was related to The Rock. I did not know that.
That is news to me.
I knew he was trained by Rock's dad, but I didn't know they were related.
They were related.
There's a lot of relatives on his dad's side he don't acknowledge. He just now started meeting the other brothers and sisters that he has on his dad's side.
That's happens. Yeah. That happens in wrestling when you in the old territory days.
Oh, so you saying that Rock is homophobic?
Is he?
Here house. I mean, this is what. Yeah, because Orlando Jordan is gay.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why Rock didn't acknowledge him, because like that would make him look bad. I mean, you know how Rock is. Rock would acknowledge shit if he's being put out on blast.
As long as the PR is right, he'll acknowledge it.
Exactly.
I mean, right.
So that's,
yeah.
I mean, Rock
is bi. He's bi. He's not full-fledged out. He's bi.
Nigga, you still sucking dick, nigga. You are fuck. You know what?
You know
what? I'm not. I just. Okay.
He said this. He said, my man said there's still dick involved. So
right, you're still sucking and getting those chick.
Changing the colors of the lights in the room.
But right, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
dude.
Ziggy, you okay? You got look.
Chris is always saying that Orlando's over there gripping sheets.
I mean,
Ziggy got a sad day.
I mean, he going around talking about I can't believe it's not butter.
Wow.
But whatever. Moving on. All right, so T.O. I think that's enough for Dynamite. Yeah, because like the matches were banging on not Dynamite. I'm sorry, we're banging on Collision. Collision had a phenomenal show. So I'll give him that. The reason why I'm cutting this short is because like I said, we're over 30 minutes. So our last segment, we are just going to do a little game, do something fun for you guys, and then we're going to call it a night. Now, as far as next week goes, I will announce where I'm having the show or not because I'll be out of town. So, but I will let you guys know about episode 222. But yeah, I will give it to T.O. and he can do his game show. All right,
y'all. So I added a little twist to this, right? So you have $10 to build your team, and whoever you didn't pick are the intruders. So you can't see it. The bottom row is $1. So you have $10 to pick your team to defend your house with against the other guys you didn't pick. Let's hear it.
I'll go first. $4 on Brock, $4 on Taker. Use $2 to go to the gas station, get something to eat.
Wow.
Pack him up.
Pack him up. Right. Pack him up.
Pack him up.
Pack his ass up. Pack him up.
Shit.
That's all I need is those two. That's it.
I was not ready for that.
You know what? I'll go Brock. I'll go Brock, Sheamus, and Drew, and I'll go MVP and The Miz. That'll be $10 right there.
Okay.
So you're doing by number. So yours is based on like power and numbers.
Right.
Hey, MVP. If y'all know his
bad,
bad,
I forgot he's legitimate.
He ain't no pushover.
Yeah,
MVP ain't no pushover.
Wait, he's like legitimately like a brown or a black belt, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got a black gun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's
and that man been locked up, so you know the tricks of the trade.
I know, right?
You know the tricks of the trade.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna pick MVP, Kofi Kingston, Miz, and Logan Paul. So that's 4. Mm-hmm. Then get Brock Lesnar, and then so I'm at 8, and Sheamus. The reason why I picked all of them is because number one, you need your pawns. So if the pawns die, then you got your heavy hitters. See, I'm a genius. Genius level. Just shut up.
They don't get beat up. They don't get beat up. They die.
They die.
They don't get beat up. They just die.
They don't get beat up. They don't get their ass kicked.
He's like, yeah, I bought y'all so y'all can get y'all asses whooped. Yeah, that's your purpose.
Exactly. I think I play chess, not checkers.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God. All right, Ziggy, what about you?
Oh, me? Oh,
you named Ziggy, right?
Let me see. I'm gonna go right down the right column. I'm gonna go Brock Lesnar, Batista. That's 7. Cody, that's 9, and then MVP 10. So as they're walking up, I'm gonna tell them, hey Cody, get ready, cue your music. He gonna do the whoa, blow their ass up with the pyro, and then MVP clean up on them. And then he got the second round of pyro because he do the punch down too, and there's an extra explosion. So then they won't get all burnt up from the pyro. And then and then Batista gonna follow up with the machine gun pyro. He gonna start hitting him with the machine gun pyro. And then Brock gonna hit him with the other pyro because he got pyro too. It's gonna just be a whole pyrotechnic.
The whole pyro.
Hey, MVP got the pyro too because he had the little inflatable tunnel. And
you wanted pyro? Why you ain't pick Roman?
You don't have the inflatable tunnel anymore. That was in 2006.
Just hit him with the machine gun pyro, bro, and be over with.
So it's the power of the pyro for Ziggy.
POP holding it down.
Oh man.
I get the pyro, but y'all forgetting. I mean, Logan Paul can fight. Man got hands.
Nigga, shut up.
It's Billy can fight.
I don't need a pig Roman. Why do I need a pig Roman? We talking about real life. You know what I'm saying? You know what's his name? Thomas. He can't fight. Shit.
Joseph.
Oh, that's his name. Oh,
okay.
He called this man Thomas.
Thomas.
Hey.
Tommy.
I knew it was something near T.
Call me Thomas.
You're not going to
Bushi.
I'm
the tribal queef.
Yeah, the tribal
Wow.
All right, Alex. Last pick. Last one goes to Alex.
Oh, Alex didn't go.
I did.
Alex did go.
Oh, you did? All right.
Hey man, this dude is evil, bro. What's wrong with this? Hey Tio, get your boy Tio. Tio like I can't.
Night, boy.
Chris wishing death on everybody. He's just,
I'm sorry. Okay, I died.
You ain't done. Stop lying.
Man's evil.
Okay, all right.
Oh, man.
After Tio was rudely interrupted by Mr. Christopher.
Shut up, Zachary.
Wow,
we calling out governments today.
Man, I'm a Black Ranger, bro. It's all right.
Yeah, and I'm the Red Ranger.
No, you can't be the Black Ranger because your hairline is good.
Wow.
Hey man,
wow.
They was hitting my boy Zach up with the Baraka bleeds.
Oh,
with the lineup, bro. They did do that man dirty.
He was a lot better when he had dreads.
Around the corner headline.
That man got lined up by somebody that had Parkinson's.
Wow.
Michael
Not
J. Fox.
Parkinson's disease.
Oh, that's fucked up.
That's really fucked up, T.O. All right, it is your turn. Go ahead, fool.
Excuse me? I'm the host.
Excuse me?
The host don't pick.
Oh,
the host don't pick.
Then we can end this show then. But everybody, thank you so much for participating on the hashtag Hills for Life Wrestling Podcast. Remember to share, subscribe, and tell your baby mamas and your daddies and everybody else about our podcast, because you already know we are X-rated, uncuffed, uncensored, uncircumcised. Oh, well. Whoa. Actually, I'm not uncircumcised. But anyway, everybody, have a wonderful work week. Once again, I'm going to be filming from me and Enforcer will be filming from I'm about to say Detroit, Michigan. We'll be filming from New York or whatever. We'll let you guys know what's going on or whatever, and we're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna go around for final thoughts. Y'all can go. Damn, I got some in my fucking eye.
All right, listen. Real quick, this Pops, this one was for you. I grew up watching wrestling with you. I miss you. I love you very much. People out there, if you get a chance, man, if you haven't seen a family member in a long time, just tell them you love them. Tell them you love them. I never got to say I hadn't seen them in about 20 years, and I never got to say I love them. So please, if you get a chance, close that chapter in that book. I love y'all. Love one another. Be good. God bless y'all.
All right. Thank you, brother.
Yeah. My condolences to your family. Hef. Yeah, y'all. Make sure y'all go on all of your streaming musics, all your streaming platforms, and cop Jared All Stars album. Listen to that. Join us fire. Like and subscribe to this channel, y'all. We're blowing up. People are coming in, so we're doing something right. And if you guys love it, share it. I mean, give us that love that we give to y'all. Safe travels to Chris. You know what I mean? Walk fast. Don't walk slow. Fold that pizza in half, brother. Fold that pizza in half.
Wow. Wow. Thank you, T.O. All right. Who's the next person?
Yo, just want to take a quick second to give a shout out to Shane, my dude Shane Taylor. Wanted to give a quick shout out to him. As you know, we kind of discussed this throughout the week. So I wanted to take my final thoughts just to say that give my dude a chance. Tony Khan, Stokely Hathaway, Jerry Lynn, whoever's in charge of Ring of Honor over there, give my dude a chance. Put him in that match against Samoa Joe. He should have been in that match against Samoa Joe on the pay-per-view. Instead, you booked him at Dalton Castle. No disrespect to Dalton Castle, but been there and done that. We want a fresh matchup. Give our dude Shane Taylor a chance. This dude busted his ass for Ring of Honor during the end days of the first go around for Ring of Honor. This dude busted his ass and not only made himself a household name, he made a faction called Shane Taylor Promotions, made them a household name. All we're asking for is opportunity for him. But I'm sure there's going to be some smart ass that watches this later and be like, well, the show was main evented by 2 black women, all this and that. I mean, yeah, and I'm happy and all that, and kudos to them, but we're just asking for one small request. That request is, man, just give my dude Shane Taylor a chance. That's it. That's all I wanted to take my time to use my final thoughts for, because I feel like he deserved that acknowledgement, man. He deserves that credit. He deserves his flowers, and we just want him to have an opportunity. We're not asking for much. That's it. That's all I got to say.
Let that man cook.
Yes. So first things first, I completed my task this past weekend. Laid my mama ashes on the beaches of Florida. So I'll kind of add on to what Alex said. You're lucky enough to have your moms, your pops, your grandparents. Call them, say you love them. If you're not lucky, just know that they're watching over you. They love you and keep it going. Trust me, they're watching over you. Secondly, wrestling people, stop getting ugly with each other because you don't agree with somebody, man. I don't know how many times you guys say this, but it seems like it's getting worse by the day. These people don't know you. Okay? They don't know you. So stop fighting over them like they're gonna come and save your ass, all right? They doing this for our entertainment, and just remember they are human. All right. So that's 2 and 3. Hey, I get to meet my boy Chris for the first time, so it's about to be on this weekend. It's been a wild time in New York. So,
Chris like 6'8".
Shut your ass up. Nah, I'm keeping on. Yeah.
All right, y'all. But that's it right there. Have a good night. Enjoy y'all whole week and be safe out there.
You ain't gonna say nothing, Ziggy? Are you too good for the public?
Oh no, I mean I ain't really had nothing to say, bro. Everybody pretty much said everything, but I could say something if y'all want me to, if that's all right.
Hell no, fuck you. Okay.
That's why I
Wow.
That's what I thought.
Nah, we gonna leave the show.
No. You gonna bring your ass over here?
No, just to add on what Alex and Enforcer said, definitely my thoughts and prayers are with you and your family, Alex. I know it's a tough time. I lost my wrestling partner, one of my first wrestling partners a long time ago, which was my grandmother. I've told everyone this story before. She was a big fan of Junkyard Dog, and in the Attitude Era, she really gravitated towards Rikishi for some reason. She thought it was funny. So we have a lot of funny and fun memories together. And when she passed away, me and my dad still talk about wrestling to this day, just to kind of keep that memory alive. So that's kind of the part of wrestling that I still try to keep alive. We have debates, we go back and forth and different things like that, but that's the part of wrestling, that's the part of our family members that we keep alive, is remember those good memories and those good stories and different things that you have. And hopefully we get to hear some more of the stories that you and your grandfather shared, with wrestling, different things like that, Alex. So definitely praying for y'all, man. Keep your head up, bro, and you already know the door's open if you need anything, man. So that's all I got.
All right. So with that being said, everybody, wish us safe travels to me and Enforcer. We'll see you guys next week, hopefully. Until that time, have a wonderful work week, and we'll see you guys soon. Take us out here, Z. Have a wonderful night.
Let them feel that heel heat. Heels feel like the club, yeah, it's too sweet. Boots, we put heels to face. Check your heels for life, everybody's great. Oh, it's time. Shout out Chris the founder, an amazing brother. Number uno, wild card, but never changing colors. It's Mr. Team, bring it, let the guy flex. Beefy boys to UEGTs, but I digress. Ziggy the baby face on a heel show. Producer of the year, plus a vet with a steel toe. Ziggy the beast, play stops with T.O. The heel they love to hate, more shots than T-Toes. DJ Red Flags, nah, you shouldn't challenge him. And the Enforcers, the Black on Anderson, Mr. Attention Getter, he is the attention. Now it's getting stormy, we make great impressions. Seth Rollins ain't a problem, it'll sound trippy. Montez 2.0 from the Mound City. I know what you're thinking, what a great team. And it's been heels for life since 2018. Let them feel that heel heat. Heels for like the club, yeah, it's too sweet. Big boots, we put heels to face. We are heels for life, everybody's great. Let's go. We're at the Smackdown Hotel having a cookout. Rockin' with Reese, encyclopedia books out. We need that all sports talk. This is a Reese cat, cooking with the real Garland. What's the feedback? The only double J he respects is me. I was a tweener, played the middle like a referee. No more bearded baby face, I'm the holy heel. King Ace on the printer like I know that's real. He's 18-bit. With that Macho Man flavor, all my 16s big, sound like we're playing on the safe. We keep it raw in a Monday, and Alex brings that nitro to a Sunday. El Jefe, the heels don't give an F.A. Eddie had La Raza, me I got El Gente. We be the face without the foundation. It's the Heels for Life podcast. Stop hating.